because you play with it, that don't mean I gotta give you an excuse. That's your fault. Should have sat down.
That's out of pocket. That's what.
That
Nah,
is out of
nah,
pocket.
like
No, it's
nah,
out of
nah, 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 nah.
pocket.
Nah, because if you go listen,
It's your host, the one and only D Majors. I got my co-hosts in the building, Big Sheen, Rose, and Jay. What's going on, y'all?
what's good, what's good, what's
What up? What
good.
up? What
Yeah.
up?
Oh,
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I'm gonna get into a little bit what we about and what we're gonna be about. We're gonna be talking about sports, from NFL, college football. There's all types of stuff, and we're gonna be just kind of collaborating, get the world to know what we all about and be put on notice. So, fellas, I'm gonna start with myself. What I'm all about. Like I said, it's your boy D Majors. I'm Titans fan, Bama fan, all about sports, just knowing about the game. It's been a rough year for me, but I'm just hanging in there.
Willie,
So,
Willie.
what's up, Willie?
so yeah, I'm just hanging in there, ready for see what 2025 has in store. But Big
No,
Steve, I'm
Nothing
gonna
good.
start off with you.
Nothing
How's
good.
this year been going for you? Talk to me.
Oh, it's
Who?
my turn. Oh, you going? You go.
Go,
Sorry.
Jay.
Start off with the sorry Gators. You go ahead.
He done
Hey,
already
okay,
been
first of all,
drinking, bro.
Jay, I'm gonna
here's what
start
we're
with
not
you.
gonna
Go
do.
ahead. Go ahead. Yeah, go ahead.
Hey, it's your boy Jay, you know what I'm saying? Listen, I'm a Florida fan. I've heard all the jokes. I don't want to hear no more. Gators by 50. We got DJ Lagway. We got Dallas Wilson, Trey Wilson. You know what I'm saying? Jordan Ball. Them boys finna get right in all season. Billy finna get the team right. We ain't worried about it. As far as I'm concerned, it's basketball season. And my Florida Gators beat the number one Tennessee ball by 30. So I don't want to hear nothing. It's basketball season for us. So
Hey,
uh,
is football
check the
still
check the
going?
check the
No.
rankings, and we at
Oh,
the top. Check the rankings, we
no.
up there. You know what I'm saying? Up there. So don't even worry about it. Hey, everybody feeling hot because they don't want. One of my friends in here won the lottery with their quarterback. We'll talk about that later.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Rose, I'm gonna get to you next. Talk to the people what you all about and what you represent and coming to this podcast.
That's all Rose got to say. If you know,
Oh, to
you know.
you.
Is
Oh, to
that the
That's all
you.
I
you?
got to say.
Is that
It's
Carson
all
Beck?
about the you.
Is that
It's all
Carson
about the
Beck?
you.
Y'all
Them
got
niggas
Carson
pick
back.
clock dances.
Come.
Hey, it's all good. Go Canes, baby. Hey, my Ravens play tomorrow too.
Yes,
Tune
sir.
in tomorrow. Lamar Jackson going to the Super Bowl. Watch what I say.
Not as long as 15 out there.
All righty.
I ain't
Big
worried
Shane,
about number
talk to us.
15.
Somebody team just got done playing and winning.
Okay.
You know how Ohio State, how we do. All my teams winning. Don't forget
Is
about
it
that mixtape. We catch you on the mixtape. You know what I'm saying? But you
the,
already know. Big Sheen living
the,
large. I'm the biggest.
the
Yes, sir.
Ohio State?
The
The
Ohio State.
Ohio State.
That's stupid that y'all coined the word "the." That's just
Hey,
stupid.
also,
It's
Big
stupid.
Cat, the Big Cat. I see you, that boy balling out there. Boy balling.
Don't be hating because the Florida Gators don't have the in front of them because they not
We have
them at all.
Gatorade. We have Gatorade. We don't need the. That's a
I
stupid
drink
word to
plenty of
coin.
that on the sidelines, don't y'all?
Yeah,
Yeah,
we do actually.
And the
We
other
do.
season too.
We're making money off
2006.
of it too. How many times you done
Yeah,
drank Gatorade? A lot.
2006.
Yeah,
I drink Powerade, bro.
Right.
While
So
we
you
on
just
this
like
subject,
sugar. You like sugar and crashing. That's what you like. That's what you just said.
about college football, Mr. Jay Jones, I'm gonna start with you before we get to these playoffs. Tell us about your Florida Gators and how the season turned out and what you kind of expect for next season.
Listen, man, I'm gonna start saying something that no one's gonna say. We had a good season. We had a good season. I don't care how you spin it, how you look at it, how you twist it, flip it upside down. It don't matter. We had a good season. We was only supposed to win 4 games. We
How
won
many did
eight.
y'all win?
We
Y'all
won
won two
8.
more than that.
So double it.
Oh,
Double my money and stack it. So I don't want to hear no more about Florida trash. I don't
Y'all
want to hear
played
that
any top
because
10
we were
teams?
supposed to.
Did y'all beat
Huh?
any top 10 teams this year?
We no we beat top teams. Yeah. Ole Miss was number
Top
9.
10.
Ole Miss was number 9, and we beat them.
They
That's
were,
top 10,
they
right?
were, they were.
That's top 10, right? Oh, okay.
I'm
We'll be
playing
LSU
Lane
as
Kiffin,
well.
bro.
I
We're
thought you
actually on a
said
4-game. We actually ended the season, right? On a winning streak.
who y'all
Nice winning
last
streak.
play?
Huh?
Who y'all last play?
We played
Tulane.
Tulane.
Oh,
How's that our
all
fault though?
right, all right. Go
We
ahead, D.
got lit in the
Let's
gas tank, bro.
go ahead and get into Rose, man.
Oh,
We
Jose, I
celebrating
know
beating
you're a big
Tulane.
Miami Hurricanes fan. I know Cam Ward had a successful season, even though they came up short heading to the playoffs. A lot of that part of the defense. But tell me, as a Miami fan, what your thoughts were on this year, and what y'all got for next year with Carson Beck coming in.
Well, expectations don't change. It's because of the quarterback change. We still got the same team coming back, minus 5 players. A couple seniors leaving, go to the draft. We're getting a new D coordinator too, so I'm expecting changes on the defensive side. But the offensive side, the expectations are still there. When Cam Wood was there, Carson Beck there now, he's experienced, so I'm
you
expecting the
mean
same
the
out of him.
Cavender twins' boyfriend? Yeah,
Hey, it's
that's
all
not gonna work
good.
out.
Look, all I know is the Canes are gonna be top 10 in the preseason, top 25. Where y'all gonna be at?
We want to be the underdog. Underdog. That's what we want to be. That's great. I want to be
All right,
slept
I'm
on. I
just
don't want
saying.
no one to see it coming, like a thief in the night. I don't want to
Mm-hmm.
see. I don't want nobody to see it coming. Just letting
Big
you know.
Stream, talk to us. Y'all just made it to the national championship. The
Oh
team
I'm gonna
wait.
keep
favorite that
it.
was picked to win it all this whole year, putting together $40 million roster. So, as an Ohio State fan, talk to us about the expectations you had for this team and how y'all was able to overcome all the obstacles for this whole college football playoffs after the
Listen, I'm gonna
Michigan
keep it
loss.
short and simple. We gotta finish. I'm a realistic fan. I ain't like some people up here who celebrate 8 wins, 10 wins. We got the streak for, the most 12, 13 win seasons. We
If
play
I
in the
pay if
playoffs.
I paid $250,000 for my team, I better be in the championship.
Now, I was
But
Goddamn.
about to say, bro, you
some
get
people,
goddamn
Yeah,
money.
40 million, 40 million. You better do
listen,
something
listen,
with that.
listen, listen,
Hey,
listen, listen, listen.
what?
Hold on. Wasn't this my
Y'all
time to
number
talk?
8.
This is my
My
time to
bad.
talk,
You right,
right?
Murph.
Not
My bad, man.
interrupt y'all.
Yeah, go
Nah,
ahead.
you
Go
good.
ahead.
You
Yeah.
did.
I
You
ain't
did. You
interrupt
did.
y'all, right? Now listen,
Mm-hmm.
y'all favorite players want to come play for a winner. That's all I gotta say.
No, DJ Lagway does not. No, he doesn't. He wants to
Ain't
play
nobody
for
worried
him.
about DJ. I
All
forgot.
right,
Excuse
DJ
me.
for
We
Heisman.
don't want
I'm
no
starting the
Gators. We
campaign.
don't want no
DJ
smoke
for
with no
Heisman.
Gators. We don't want none of them. But
DJ for Heisman. I'm starting the campaign
what
right
they
now.
say? She want a big dog. They know where to come at. Well, go ahead, D. I'll let you go ahead and get it to your team. Because number 2 came from where? I know you seen that interception.
Oh,
Hey,
he
bro,
did.
shout out to Caleb Downs, bro. Shout out to him.
Yes,
He
sir.
was a
Shout out
baller
to
at
Caleb
Middleton.
Downs.
Caleb Downs is gonna go play for a national championship. He was never gonna play for one prior to that.
But I'm gonna go ahead and get into my team.
Thanks.
We had a kind of rough year this year. It was just all over the
Roughness.
place.
Hold on, D. We gotta restart. You gotta give the real Bama. You don't give a piss about. I
What
gotta
happened?
hear it.
I don't give a
Yeah, I
piss
ain't heard
about
that in
All
a
nothing.
right,
while.
so even though this is a rough year, we still don't give a piss about nothing but the Tide. I'm a
Exact.
Roll
Blitz
Tide fan,
Bama.
Roll
Blitz.
Tide, Bama, big Bama fan all the way to the end. So hopefully next year we get it together. But this year was
The
kind of
end was
rough,
very
losing
close
to
too.
Vandy, losing to Tennessee. We lost, Oklahoma. So Jalen Miro, coach, all that was kind of a mess. So yeah, I hope we get it together next year.
I actually have a stat about Alabama.
Go
Did
ahead.
you guys know? Did you guys know the first day of 2024 they lost to Michigan on a fourth and goal try? On the
On the first.
last day of 2024, they lost to Michigan on a fourth and goal try.
I ain't got no comment on
You
that.
got owned by one team for the entire calendar year.
I ain't got no
Oh,
comment
that's
on yet.
awesome.
That's one team they can't beat. It seemed like the other team
No,
can't beat
It
that
seemed
either.
like
They
it.
it's in the
It seemed
championship.
like it, Rose.
I ain't gonna say
But
nothing
now
either.
I'm gonna go ahead and get to this main topic. We're gonna talk about it. These college football playoffs. Jay, I'm gonna start with you. How you feeling about the teams being in at the beginning of January, leading up to now? Do you feel like other teams deserve to be in, or you feel like the college football playoff committee got it right?
I think they got it wrong. In Indiana should not have been in anybody's playoffs. It's levels to this, right? A cake has layers. Onions got layers. Life is levels of stature. There's levels. Indiana, hey, hell of a season. Okay, you played great. We knew this was gonna happen, right? Like, no, South Carolina, you put them young dogs and let them young boys play. I'm gonna keep going. South Carolina should have been in it. The Gamecocks should have been in it. I get they didn't have the resume. Nah, I'm trying to make TV. I'm trying to make great TV. Put South Carolina in there and let them young boys play. They may mess around and make some noise. But I knew Indiana wasn't. Carson Rourke, what's his name? Carson? It's not Carson Rourke. Who's Rourke?
Yeah, you talking about Rourke?
Yeah, Rourke was a roaring trash can fire. That's what he was.
He played with a torn ACL last season, though.
Okay, sit down.
Gotta give him his props.
You can, no, I can't. If you listen, just because you play with it, that don't mean you. I gotta give you an excuse. That's your fault. Should have sat down.
That's out of pocket. That's what
Nah,
it is.
nah, like
No,
nah,
it's out of
nah, nah,
pocket.
nah. Nah, 'cause if you gonna listen, if,
It's out of pocket.
nah.
That's crazy.
Look,
That was out of pocket. Bro.
look. If you gonna listen, if you gonna come on the field and play, and you the leader, you can lead from the sideline. You ain't gotta lead on the field. Just because you tore your ACL, now he did so good. He didn't. He
But
didn't.
you gotta think though, they a lot of people weren't expecting them to be in this position. They probably wouldn't expect
And they
themselves to be in
shouldn't
that
have been.
position. Their coach
And they
was
shouldn't
talking
have
too
been.
much. I will say this: their coach was talking too much and putting them in bad situations, and their losses that they've had this season. But you still gotta give them credit. They played in the Big Ten. The Big Ten is probably one. It's probably the number one conference in the NCAA.
This year
right
it
now.
definitely was.
I
This
would say
year it
that.
was.
Now
I'll
it's
say
been like
this.
that for the past 5 years.
Listen,
Not
if
just
you
this year.
tell me, if you're the coach, right, Signetti, if you say Google me, I win. Then you go play a top team, a
But
national championship team like
you
Ohio State, and you get
right.
belt the ass. Don't tell me about you winning no more.
But let me
You won a game
ask you this. Let me jump in here real
Go
quick.
ahead, go
Yeah,
ahead.
go ahead, Kat.
If Indiana is playing in Arizona State's conference, are they not having the same record or better?
Yeah,
I
they
think
are.
so.
It's gonna be
I
the
do think
same or
so.
better.
So
But the Big 12's not. It's
my
not.
argument, I know we had the automatic bids per conferences, but let's be real. I personally believe you do 5 Big Ten, 5 SEC, and you got 2 wild cards for the other conferences. Because
Who would the wild cards be, in your opinion?
And you gotta think you can't have Notre Dame in there because they're not in the conference. So if you're gonna have 2 wild cards from 2 different conferences,
That would have been
it can't be
one.
Notre Dame. It
Well,
can't be Notre Dame.
let
They're
me
not in
ask
the
you this
conference.
though. I think this year alone, because let me ask this question: does Notre Dame run the table in any conference? If they in the
No.
Big Ten or
No.
the SEC,
No.
do they have the same record or are they worse?
They're worse.
Probably 2 more losses.
I get
At least
them
2.
win about maybe 7-8 games, maybe.
Because you gotta think,
Wow.
you gotta think if they in the Big Ten, they either gotta play Ohio State, Penn State in the regular season, or they're gonna have to play a tough Michigan State team or a Michigan team in the Big Ten. If they go
But
to
Rose,
the ACC,
what would you have them finishing if they was in the Big Ten?
either 3rd or 4th. They're not finishing over Ohio State. Well, then you got Oregon. I forgot Oregon's in the Big Ten too, so you got to remember them. They're not going to finish better than Oregon, Ohio State, or Penn State. So they're going to be either 4th or 5th. That's what you got to think about.
My idea,
They
what
wouldn't
you
have
do,
finished in the SEC either.
I think Ole Miss, Bama, Notre Dame, and I'm missing a team. But say like that, I think they would have, and say Clemson. I think you should have had a 2. You square them off, and then the top 2 play each other. The top 2 play each other in, and then you got the rest of the Big Ten.
So
and
you
SEC.
know how the NBA does it with the play-ins.
The play-in,
I think that would be a good idea for college football. Honestly.
Yeah, you take the top. I say you take the top 6 teams, right? And then you have 2 playing games. And you go from
But
there.
I think the top 6 teams has to come. You got to do 3-3 with the Big Ten and SEC. I don't want to see. I'm sorry. I don't want to see.
So you wait a minute. So you taking out. So you taking out certain teams from like for example like Boise State.
They shouldn't have
Boise
been there.
State,
Boise State shouldn't
SMU,
have been there.
Boise State, SMU, Clemson, like them three, really, in my
I
opinion,
felt
should not
bad
have been.
because like we were talking about how Oregon, to me, they got this. They got the shit handed the draw. Like they had the number 1 seed, and then you
They
got
ain't
to
lost.
go
They ain't
play
lost a game all
like.
season, so that's of course that's their reward.
But they should have, like, we can argue Penn State and Notre Dame bracket was significantly lower than what Oregon had. Because, like, Oregon is playing, they would have played either Tennessee, I mean, obviously they played us, but you get 2 of the hottest teams, and really you had the 2. I can make an argument if Tennessee had their stuff together, that's a high powered offense.
But
Like, you were getting some smoke the first game.
I
But
want to piggyback on what
let me
you
ask y'all
said,
this:
Kat.
what teams do you think should have been out, and what teams do you think should have been replaced with those teams?
Okay, hold on, Dave. I want to piggyback on what Kat just said.
Yeah.
If Tennessee is in Pasadena, they win.
yeah.
Because you can't, that quarterback with Nico, I get, cold weather and everything. I understand that. But that's in the NFL, that's different. But in college, he's a high school kid. He from Hawaii. He played in Cali. He's never seen the cold like that. None of them had. You could tell they were freezing. Like, you could see them shivering. They didn't want to be there. It was too cold. You put them in a neutral site. I'm not saying that's the reason they lost. No, Ohio State was significantly better than them. But you put them in a neutral site. I don't think.
If they would have,
but you feel like that was the difference of how the game was or how they played.
Oh yeah, they were cold. When they interviewed Nico and he said, "It's cold. I ain't never played in cold like that before." Then I knew
it was They was already in his head as soon as he said that. It was over with.
That, and every time Tennessee tries to checkerboard somebody, it don't ever play out.
But to answer your question, D, if I had to replace Boise State, Indiana, I would have to put South Carolina, Ole Miss in there. Then if a third team come up like SMU, I had to take SMU out.
So you put Ole Miss in there, even though they lost to Florida.
Yeah, you beat Georgia.
The
Georgia win means more than the Florida loss.
That's fair.
I personally believe in. As you've seen, when you play someone in your conference, that's not a regular game, as we can see. These teams
especially
are
if you're in the SEC, if you're in the SEC in the Big Ten.
Yeah, that's not a. It shouldn't count against you because
too many rivalries. There's too much hate. And I always say, hate games. A hate game, you hate them.
Right.
You're playing harder. I don't care. You're playing Cat. Look at Michigan, Ohio State. Michigan had no business in that game, but they hate y'all, so they played their Super Bowl. You're gonna play harder when you play the team. It just
now, Cat. Let me ask you this: do you feel like you being a Ohio State fan, you feel like the Michigan loss kind of made an impact on how you thought about this team? They're making it to the national championship.
Honestly, we don't ever like losing to the team up north, but like if we don't be real, that's what they needed. A wake up call. Y'all said it, you got a $40 million roster. You paying all that money. At the end of the day, you play to perform. I'm not the biggest fan of Ryan Day, but hey, at the end of the day, you got Ryan Day and Chip Kelly there. You better make some type of play. Michigan coming back. I hate to say it, but that boy, I don't know if y'all seen the QB they got. He's
that kid's nice.
He about 6'4", 6'5". That's a that's gonna be.
I ain't gonna lie. You could make a case Michigan was a quarterback away. They never had any stability on offense.
Now, Rose, let me ask you this: so you being a Miami Hurricane fan, do you feel like y'all deserve to be in the college football playoffs?
Not at all. I told you after we lost to Georgia Tech, we didn't deserve to be in there. Just for the simple fact they playing with their food. You can't start out the game in the first half hot and then come out in the second half playing around with teams like Georgia Tech. Teams like Georgia Tech or teams that you've seen in the SEC like South Carolina, Missouri, any teams like that, if you don't come out in that second half playing like you did in the first half hot, it's not going to go well with you at all. And Miami did that twice this season. And they hurt them. And they lost the ball game too. But I don't want to speak on that. But That's
Yeah,
that.
those
That
are
I don't think
scrappy
Miami
teams to
deserve.
play against.
I don't think Miami deserved to be in there at all. Even if it wasn't for that, say we did beat Georgia Tech, I still don't think we deserve to be in there just because of that defense. We would have got into the playoff, we would have got blown out. Would have been one of the teams that got blown out. I don't care about Cam Ward, that offense or nothing. That defense, it would have been their fault.
Yeah.
So, Cat, one more thing before we move on. You being an Ohio State fan, of course, y'all made congratulations, make y'all make to the national championship. Do you feel like Ohio State has enough on both sides of the ball to compete with Notre Dame? Because Notre Dame has been the underdog this whole playoffs, and everybody's been down. And do you feel like you got a close game, or you feel like y'all got what it takes, to put the belt on them?
D, some people like to call me the Grim Reaper. I'm expecting at least 14. I expect this ain't gonna be a close game.
Oh,
I agree.
I don't
I agree.
expect it. If Will Howard, if he plays a good game, I don't expect. I mean, the athletes. Notre Dame's best game is running the ball. I mean, that's what we do. Stop the run best. I mean, if Notre Dame comes out there passing the ball 30, 40 times, that game is it's not close.
Yeah.
So if we go in there, punch, and get this game over with, nah, I don't see it. But
also they running back hurt too. That number 4.
Yeah, Jeremiah Love
hurt. Yeah, he hurt.
But shout out to their coach though. Much respect.
Marcus Freeman is a great coach, and that's the only reason why I think this game will be close. I think it will be close in the beginning because I think Ryan Day is going to get out-coached. And then I think at a certain point, by the end of the second quarter into the third, athletes and talent is going to take over.
And is Ryan Day going to get out-coached or Chip Kelly going to get out-coached?
I think Marcus Freeman out-coaches them both. I'll be honest. Like look at how they won the Penn State game and the game before that. Fake punts. They ran the whole punt team out there and lined up, and it ran the whole offense right back on the field. 10 seconds left, and then Riley Leonard held the ball and snapped it. Boom. First, that's something that's game within the game. That's chess, not checkers.
You right.
And that you can't teach that. It's got to be. You got to be that kind of.
It's gonna be the perfect match. It's the perfect matchup for them too.
I'd
rather see this national championship than Texas in the national championship. It's gonna be the perfect matchup.
You got high-powered and you got slow and methodical, and which one's gonna prevail? Honestly.
And I'm gonna say this: after this national championship, before we move on, this is gonna determine if they're gonna put Notre Dame in the conference or not, to see if they can prove if they belong or not. Because I ain't gonna lie, they had the easiest route to the playoff. They lost to Northern Illinois, the second game of the season, and they still in the playoff. Just keep that in mind. And they ain't playing nobody.
I think a blowout does it. A blowout, you're gonna have to.
If they blow out Ohio State, exactly.
No. I'm saying if Ohio State blows out Notre Dame,
okay.
Then I think you're gonna.
I honestly think if they win, I think they control their own destiny.
But add on to that, Rose, what conference would you put them in?
You got the ACC. I mean, you can put them in the Big Ten.
I think they go to the ACC. Every other sport they're ACC.
They're in the ACC. You're right.
So you just make them. They even play ACC schedule.
If it's not the ACC, then put them in the Big Ten because they in Indiana. So I mean, it's one of them two conferences. To be honest.
And another topic I wanted to get to is how y'all feeling about the breaking news of Kyron Lacy, LSU receiver, getting in the mess that he's in?
You mean the running back for the Rams? Wait,
no.
The
wide receiver for LSU.
Well, okay, so I'm gonna say this: after the kid shot the gun, when he did that, I don't know if he was trying to prove he was a gangster by doing what he did. I'm not making jokes or making light of the situation, but I think once you do something like that in a game, everything else you do is under speculation, and everyone's watching you. And I think that you can't, again, like that kind of action. I get we trying to have fun, and that's the new trend to shoot the guns and all that. That to me it's childish. And I think that once you do that in a game, and then we're watching you, you're under a microscope now. Everyone was watching his IG live and all that, those things. You're chalked, bro.
Big
I
Shame, how you
just
feel
think
about it?
I'll let Rose go first. Rose can
Yeah,
jump
go
in.
ahead. Yeah.
I just hope that he get out of this unharmed. I hate to see it, to be honest with you. It's another situation like Henry Ruggs. Going back to that, I mean, he just seemed like these young players don't learn at all from their mistakes. He probably just made an innocent mistake, but now it's turned into a major mistake. He's got a arrest warrant out for murder, negligence murder. So just hope and pray for his family. Hope everything go well with him. Really ain't got too much to say about that because I don't know too much about it. So all I seen was the breaking news, and that's it. So as it go on, I guess we can keep reporting on it. But right now, just hopes and prayers for his family. Everything go well.
Definitely agree with Rose. Shout outs to the victim family, hopes and prayers on that too.
Mm.
I think we get to a situation where um it just need to be more education. I mean, this ain't the first situation. Hopefully this can be the last, but I mean, I definitely think these players, you definitely got a whole bunch of money. And now I'm not one here to judge, who knows if I was in that situation, do something stupid. But I definitely think there just needs to be some more mentorship for these programs. And especially because, none of us are old, but I mean, we missed that whole NIL stuff. And I definitely
Boy, we
think they
missed
need
it.
to have people coming in and talking to these kids and really seeing what's going on. Because, all of us been 21, 20 years old. Like, he wasn't touching that. And the
Yeah,
stupid stuff we
we
did
weren't
with
that smart.
$200-300, I can imagine when you getting a check and you making more money than the
All
people
them
on campus.
zeros.
So, I definitely think it just needs to be some type of education here. And, we gotta, I know this probably a subject for another day, but I definitely think we need that old school loving coaches out there, man.
And I
But that's all
wanted
I
I,
can say.
and I
I
wanted
agree,
and I
Cat.
wanted and I wanted to
Oh, go
tag
ahead,
along
go
on
ahead.
that about when you said about the old school loving coaches, because I know all of us, we play ball, but it's like a lot of what we grew up learning is about learning how to just make smart decisions and loving the game like it's
Mm.
supposed to, and just being accountable of the decisions that we kind of make. And it's like with these players today, it's like they just take things out of proportion, and they don't use the proper treatment of what the resources that they have where they can get certain things going. Like, for example, what I mean by that is, like, let's just say you have you out with your teammates, whatever. Like, you have certain you know resources that can get you where you need to be, instead of being out just on the streets
Uber,
making
Lyft.
hitting runs. Yeah,
Mhm.
exactly. And it's like, I just feel like Rose said, the Henry Ruggs situation, you should learn from that. Just being a young star trying to head into the league and coming for the draft. And I feel like these players have, not taken on what all the resources that are put in front of them. Like, you see Henry Ruggs, and you see all these other players getting into trouble. Like, that's what frustrates me about the whole situation.
But let me ask you this though, because like us was a little different because we knew we had to work to get to the money. Like
Right.
The money already there now. It's on
that's
the
what I was
table.
gonna say. Like, yo, hey, bro. Before I get on, I ain't trying to play head on nobody, but we see these recruits. The chain and stuff is worth more than everything we got right now. You're not telling
Hey,
me I ain't even
hey,
played.
y'all boys remember, I'm gonna take y'all back, boy. Y'all remember them little brown bags? The little McDonald's bag they used
Oh
to hang
yeah.
that little
Yeah, we
money in?
remember. Yes, sir.
Hey, now look, them days to you, cause a cat to D to y'all point, and then also to Rose with the learning experience. All these coaches on the coaches, I'm calling out all coaches now, me personally. All these coaches on the coaching staff, you got a team chaplain, you got a team doctor, you got all these the assistants to assistants, like assistants got assistants. Where the team mentor at? Where the guy that's gonna hey young fella, come here.
But
Come here, let me holler at you.
you gotta think though. At the end of the day, it's not the coaches giving these players this money. It's the school. At the end
No,
of the
I
day,
know,
so
but I'm saying like if you're a coach, you can stop it. Like you can see it coming, and I think that's why a lot of these a lot of these schools are getting.
let's put us in a situation, right? All of
Hmm?
us, we say we at Alabama, LSU, a big SEC school, right? Or even
Hmm?
Florida, whatever. And we getting paid all this money. We 19, 20, 21 years old. Do you think we finna listen to a 50 to 60-year-old man telling us what to do with our money, where to go, where to come in the house? You gotta think about that. Think about what Rasheem said. What we were doing stupid back then when we was 19, 20 years old.
Yeah,
Imagine we had the bread like these dudes
yeah.
have right now.
Yeah, yeah.
I think that's why teams are hiring a Deshaun Jackson,
Deshaun Jackson, Deion
Michael
Sanders, Mike
Vick,
Vick, all that.
Prime, Eddie George, those guys. Why? Because they're bro, you're not bigger than me. I think North Carolina, great hire Bill Belichick. You're not bigger than
Mhm.
me. You will
Well,
never be
the
like
piggyback off
it's gonna
that,
take years.
I
You
mean,
know
you
what I'm
got
saying?
to think. Think about when you played. Like, you had a bust-up head coach trying to tell you how to run this, that, and other. You'll be like, homeboy, I know you. You know, you wasn't like that. You got to
Exactly.
think for their perspective. I mean, shout out to D-Jack and Vic and all of them that's doing their thing, because you got to think they were them dudes,
Right.
and
Yeah,
90% of
Exactly.
yeah.
that locker room ain't never hitting them. So
No,
like, I
Exactly.
really think like, say he
You
was
gotta
at
think
Auburn, like shout out to Cam Newton, what Cam
right,
got going on. I think you got to start calling the big dogs to come and
Hmm.
tap in and be like, hey, bro, you
especially
nah,
now in this
you ain't
like
doing
this
this right.
generation right now.
like when Prime did what he did.
I think
Yeah,
another team, but here's another thing. You don't have to have an assistant. You just got to have a player that loves the school and remembers it. And this is a big shout out to Rose team, the Miami Hurricanes. They have Michael Irvin in there all the time. Who bigger than Mike?
they
You
do.
ain't bigger than Playmaker. Nah, hey,
Yeah,
bro, look, we already did
you
all
ain't
all
big.
that you think
You
you
ain't
about
bigger
doing. We done
than
already did it.
Playmaker, Ed Reed, Clinton Portis,
Exactly.
William
We done
Gabe
already
Franklin,
did
none of that.
everything
But
that
I
you
think
want to
that's the
do.
problem though, because like a lot of these schools close the doors on the former
Hmm.
players.
Right.
And that's the
And like
problem.
it's not even
See,
about
that's
the
the
money
problem.
for them. Like you gotta think it's just about that. Like, I mean, even growing back up, like playing like, oh, okay, homeboy done made it. He been through the grind. He been through. I'm not listening to someone who can't understand my story. He don't know what's
Right.
going on. You
And
gotta
like
think
let's
these
be honest.
players is making more money than the coach.
Let's be
Like,
honest. Let's be honest too. Kyron Lacey really listen to Brian Kelly right now? Or
No,
back
No.
then?
no.
Okay then. Are y'all gonna listen to Brian Kelly if y'all on LSU making the
Well,
type of money you making on LSU
so
and making the
so
players you making, and you
so here's
projected to
the
be a
thing.
first and second round pick? No.
Now here was my whole problem with the Brian Kelly hire. You
Hmm.
gotta if you're an AD, you're a president, you gotta understand, yes, you wanna win, and I get that. And Brian
Hmm.
Kelly was winning Notre Dame, but again, he had no conference. He made
Hmm.
his own schedule. But when you are hiring a coach, you gotta understand the culture and when you're bringing a coach in. There is nothing
Right.
about Brian Kelly that says Louisiana. Nothing at all. And when you
Of
hire
course not.
Brian Kelly and he got that fake ass Louisiana accent, boy, you ain't never had no etouffee. You ain't never had no
You
gumbo.
right.
And then the
Ain't
You ain't
none of
never
piggyback,
that.
had no beignets. Come on now.
and then
Right.
the piggyback on what you said about the coaches. Rose, I'm gonna start with you. How you feel about Coach Belichick going to North Carolina? You feel like he made the right move to go to North Carolina? You feel like he should have stayed in the NFL?
I think he just made an impulse decision. He's just trying to get back into coaching. In all honesty, he's been coaching his whole career. This was the first year he actually sat down and didn't have a job. So I think he just made that move, um, just trying to get somewhere as quickly as possible. And I think he made the move not only for himself but for his son too, because his son is defense coordinator over there at UNC. So whenever Bill Belichick gets done coaching for good, they're trying to make his son the head coach. So I think he just made that move, just an impulse decision. Um, but I don't think he's gonna be there for long. In my opinion, I think he might
Nah.
be there a year or two, and then he gonna be out of there. To be honest with you, he's got a
I
buyout on his contract too.
I
It's
think
10
that's
mil, so
It's funny. I think North Carolina's the coach in Havana. Like this the end. That's where the end goes. Look,
Yeah,
Mac
because Mac
Brown.
Brown, Mac Brown,
Like,
Mac Brown.
like
Yeah,
Mac Brown's a great coach, but that's where it goes. The end. You go to North Carolina. Maybe that's the new spot to end it on, dog.
Mac Brown left Texas, retired a little bit, was on TV, and then went to North Carolina to end his career. Just like that.
So I said, I think that North Carolina may be the spot that you go to now.
Big Sheem, how you feel about it?
So I think he's definitely setting up his son, but I honestly think what happened is if he would have waited, I think he would have took the Raiders job. I think this is the
Right.
setup on the ultimate setup that we don't see. Do not be surprised the Raiders go in a very opposite direction. I expect them to get a young coach. I expect Belichick to stay in North Carolina. This may be a one and done thing. Set up his son. He gets out of there. He goes
Goes
back
back
to the
there.
Raiders, and he's in a mentor leadership type of position. For Brady to go out there and just make that statement, I think if Belichick's like, sitting there saying, dang, if this was open, I think he definitely would have went straight to the Raiders.
He for sure would have went right to the Raiders.
So
But I
think
will say this though. If North Carolina can get them a quarterback in the transfer portal, they will make some noise next year. They might even win the ACC.
Because they had a really good team. They did.
Yeah.
They had a really
And
good team.
So, and he's
the
a good
last part I was
coach.
gonna
Like, he's not
say-
no slouch.
Yeah.
So
I don't think Belichick, honestly, my personal opinion, I don't think he's coaching the team. I think he's the figurehead, and I really think he's gonna let his son and the staff, he's literally just doing that. So there's some justification on why the son's on the staff. And who else did they bought someone else in? I don't remember that's experience. They just bought in. I had to take a look at, or D, do you know off the top of your head, or Jay, anybody?
I don't know off the top of my head.
I don't
I will
know.
say
I only
this,
know his
Cat.
son.
I will say this, Cat. We will know if Belichick coaching or not. He come out there in that hoodie with the sleeves cut off, then he coaching now, and he mean it. Now if he come out there in that little polo golf shirt, the little zip up, he ain't
He
coaching.
may be going there to see his
But you
wife
see him, hey,
graduate.
you see him hunched over. Look,
You mean his
Look, hey.
girlfriend, Cat?
look.
I thought they were engaged. He going to graduation, guys. Y'all better.
Hey, yo, nah, like, hold on. Everybody hating on Bill Belichick. I'm not. Hey, but do your thing, baby. Do your thing, Bill. If you got it like that, man, do your thing. I ain't gonna lie. I ain't gonna lie to you. But I will say, my daughter bring home Bill Belichick. I'm asking the questions. I'm gonna get an autograph, but I'm gonna ask the questions too.
I'm gonna
got
ask
it.
questions, but I'm gonna make sure she get that check first. I'm gonna ask
Facts.
questions.
And get on. Hey,
Make
get on
sure
the
to
health
get that money.
insurance
Now, if
too.
you gonna ask questions, I need that same energy for Shaq as well.
So,
Hey, I'm gonna ask questions with Shaq too. Hey,
No, but look, no, D, hold on.
I might
To
have
the
have
Shaq
more
thing,
than one question
listen,
with that.
Shaq 50. She can't get on the life insurance then. Bill 70. She can get on that life insurance. All
Shaq
I'm
got
saying, all I'm saying.
170 businesses though. He ain't on 50 of them.
Hey, Big C, looking at your face, you like, man, I wish my daughter would bring home.
I don't want no
Got these
smoke,
coaches
man.
getting fired
I
on.
ain't
You
finna
can't-
say
Jay, I'm
nothing.
gonna start with you. How
Can't
you
say
feel
nothing
about
that.
Another
the
I don't
Patriots
want no
coach
smoke,
getting
man.
fired and Antonio
My
Pierce
daughter bring
and
home diesel. I ain't even mad. Hey, bro, teach me how to break the backboard, dog. Let's go outside. Let's
The only
talk.
diesel you better have that in that car. But I ain't got nothing else to
I
say
ain't
about
gonna
that.
lie. I might be a little mad if my daughter bring home Shaq. I ain't gonna hold you.
I'm not gonna be mad because, dog, I'm not very big. Ain't really much I could do. These hollers only do a little bit. Ain't much
Yeah,
can do.
I got a full round.
I'm gonna say this one time. I ain't mean to cut you off, but I've been waiting.
Yeah,
on
go
this.
ahead.
I'm gonna
Yeah.
say this one time only. Gerard Mayo, if you ever see this, you hear me. It wasn't your fault. They set you up, big dog. They set you up. You was not supposed to take that job. Who wants the Patriots? Look. Who wants the Patriots job? You have a rookie quarterback. I like Drake May. Joe Milton should be the starter. He's dynamic. The kid's just dynamic. Okay, he's must see TV. Right? He's must see. Who the hell is catching the ball for either one of them? The best
Kendrick-
receiver y'all had played on the
Kendrick
Raiders
Boyd.
now. Jacoby Myers.
It-
Who the hell is that?
Kendrick
They
Who
Boyd.
I
got
have
K-
to Google him.
They
Who?
got Kayshawn Butte.
What's his
Exactly.
name? Round
You know
receiver
what?
Douglas.
No, listen. Kayshawn Butte was the only LSU receiver that didn't turn out to be a star. Okay? I'm just gonna say it. He was the only one. Everyone else came out a star, not him. Um, The Patriots' job is bad for business. Just go ahead and just don't even. I don't want it. The Raiders' job intriguing, but and to that, Antonio Pierce, you should have just left it at the interim. This was never Aiden O'Connell wasn't no get you no games, and in the NFL, I hate to say it, for any coach, doesn't matter you black, white, pink, or whatever. It's a winner's league. You win, you have a job. You lose, you ain't got no job no more.
Mm-hmm.
You cannot take certain jobs. I'll be honest, I don't want the Cleveland job either. I don't want none of these jobs. I don't want no job. No. Cleveland, New England, Oakland, or the Raiders, Las Vegas, whatever. No.
Rose, how you feel about it?
Cowboys.
The Cowboys? Oh, hold on. Cowboys?
I'm just
Cowboys. I'm glad we talking about the NFL.
I'm just say this. I feel like going back to Gerard Mayo, I think he was set up in a way. I think Robert Kraft just hired him just because he was a former player. He knew his system. He knew the Patriot way. They ain't really give him too much talent to work with. Like Jay said, they ain't had no receivers.
No talent.
They got a rookie quarter. They got 2 rookie quarterbacks. Really, the one that should be playing was sitting on the bench all season. In all honesty, now you gotta find a trade situation for him, and then you just gonna have to bank on Drake May with no receiver, and then try to find somebody in the draft. Then going to the Raiders, I mean, it was a lose-lose situation in the begin with. I mean, he taking over as interim, like Jay said. I think he should just left for that interim and then stayed on the team as a D coordinator or something like that, and they just let him. They just find another head coach. Now he's out of a job completely. He probably won't be in the NFL next year. Neither will Gerard Mayo. He'll probably go back to college football or something. So
and the
now
Florida Gators would love him as a D
for
coordinator.
Right. A lot of college teams will love him as defensive coordinators for sure. But the NFL stands for not for long. Coaches, players, I don't care who you are, they not for long. You got a year or two to make something happen. If you don't make nothing happen, you out of there.
Canned on your day off.
Big Shane?
I mean, ultimately, we all know the right and the wrong in the Patriots. No one said it, but that was all Vrabel. What happened was Vrabel wanted that job from the start, but he didn't want the pressure on coming in with no QB.
And after Bill Belichick.
And so now everyone's done seen, okay, May looks like he can play. Milton can play. I mean, you got a top 5 pick. So, I mean, there's a lot they can do. I mean, compared to the Patriots, the Patriots and the Raiders, I mean, I think the Patriots have got a little more upside because you got, what do they got, $100 million in cap space? It's some crazy amount in
They got the most
cap space in the league.
And you got a running back, too.
I like Stevenson in the backfield. Gonzalez on the cornerback is that's a stud. I mean, Jabril Peppers is still there. So, I mean, you got a lot of different ways you can go. I mean, they think they done found their key. So, I mean, get the best available, trade back. But, I mean, Gerard Mayo, you shouldn't be upset. I mean, at the end of the day, it was a setup. I personally think, like y'all right, if I was him, go back. I'll even go to Florida, be DC, or I'll go back to college, build your resume. Because, I mean, to be fair, I know like the other underlinings, but he didn't have much of a coaching resume to start with. I mean, he was a stud in the NFL, but I mean,
you gotta think he didn't have one at all. He just came.
Yeah, I mean, he
didn't coach anything.
So I mean, I personally think he needed
Pierce had one, but
Pierce. I mean, the Raiders situation. I'm gonna be honest with you. The Patriots, I get it because you want to bring Vrabel in. The Raiders, I don't know. Are you trying to force? Only thing I can see is you're forcing pressure on Dion, but I don't see what's the next move for the Raiders. I'm gonna be honest.
There's no point to be doing that.
I don't. That one just I struggle trying to figure out because I mean, what do you have on the roster right now? I mean, you got Max Crosby. Crosby's a dog, but Bowers, but.
And take out Max Crosby. He's not gonna be.
I mean, I think you got to trade Crosby at this point. I mean, the rest of the team is. I mean, You got a stud tight end, but
that's it.
I do like KJ or Jacoby Myers. I really like
Jacoby
Myers.
Jacoby solid. Shout out to he's solid. He's solid. But as a coach, are you really running to go to Oakland?
Jacoby Myers ain't dropped the pass all season with Aiden O'Connell.
I'm not running to go to Oakland. I'll go to New England before I go to Oakland.
But hold on, Jay. The tag on that. Why you feel like New England is more of a greater setup than Las Vegas is?
I got a quarterback. I got one or two quarterbacks. I got a running back, and I got a stud DB for the next 10, 15 years. At bare minimum.
Main positions right there.
So you get a backer there, you got a stud each phase of the. I mean, you can go pick up a lineman this draft. So each phase of the ball, you got a stud there. So that makes the game easy. They weren't bad.
They didn't give up a lot of sacks. I think I will retract my statement. New England isn't a bad place, but I'm gonna go back to Las Vegas.
Well, we know why because it's in there.
Antonio Pierce. Didn't he? Hold on. Didn't he just feel like a Raiders guy? Didn't you just see the fire? Good. Didn't he just feel like that flame?
He was.
He
was they have no roster. There's no roster
for the Raiders. That was the perfect coach.
Aiden O'Connell. I don't give a damn what you tell me. And I understand he's in the NFL, and I understand he's an NFL quarterback. I understand all that. But compared to other NFL quarterbacks, don't nobody want Aiden O'Connell. Nobody. Aiden O'Connell don't want Aiden O'Connell on his fantasy.
That's all they had to work with. Now I'm telling you, if you would have gave Antonio Pierce a quarterback this season, they could have made some shape.
Hey, Rose, that's not all they had. They had Desmond Ridder.
I don't even want to talk about that.
The Raiders is in Vegas. They ain't worried about winning. But
I think I can go out on the football field right now and throw for more yards and touchdowns than Desmond Ridder has his whole career. I put that on everything I love, man.
Listen, this is why I said you don't need.
I'm only saying that, bro. And I'm not a Falcons fan, bro. I promise you, I'm not. But I only say that because he came into Atlanta saying he's gonna win a Super Bowl, and he got out of there after 2 seasons. He got cut.
So to be fair, his backups were Felipe Franks and Taylor Heineke. Taylor Heineke should have been the starter. I'm starting there, but Felipe Franks, really?
Even though Taylor Heineke had just a small bit of a run.
Listen, Taylor Heineke was this close to being the next Ryan Fitzmagic. He was this close. He needed one more win, and he would have been the next Ryan. I'm not even gonna lie to you. Taylor Heineke was this close.
Taylor nice though. He always been nice since he was in high school. He's been nice.
Taylor Heineke is a quality backup. He gonna come in and get you the game. I ain't gonna lie to you. I like Taylor Heineke. I'm a Heineke guy. I don't like Heineken, but I like Heineke.
But the next topic I wanted to get on is we got the NFL playoffs coming up soon. We got the
I don't
Chargers.
give a damn about these playoffs. My Seahawks ain't in. I don't even care.
Moving on
for Lamar out here. Lamar.
I want to get to the first game. Rose, I'm gonna get to you first. Before we get to your team, I wanted to talk about the first game. We got the Chargers and the Texans. You got Justin Herbert and Jim Harbaugh coming in, or you got CJ Stroud with the roster that he's got
I'm taking the Chargers. The spread on that game is 9.5 points. I think they're gonna win by at least 12 to 13 points. To be honest with you, it might be even a 3-touchdown game. I don't see the Texans. I don't see the Texans moving the ball too much. Yeah, shout out to Lad. He on my TV right now, actually. But I don't see the Texans moving the ball down the field on the Chargers, to be honest with you. Texans don't have a receiver. I mean, no disrespect to Nico Collins and John Mechie, but, I mean, they ain't going to be able to get open on the Chargers. You got Derwin James, Asante Samuel Jr. on the other side. Not going to be able to get open. They're on the offense. Chargers, they're going to be able to move the ball.
Is it Casey Hayward? Is that the other corner, Casey Hayward?
Nah, Casey Hayward old ass is gone, bro.
Who's number 26? Number 26. I can't think of his name, but Buddy's clamps, and I really like him.
I know who you're talking about. Nah, Casey Hayward been out the league, bro.
And the J tag along, who you got?
The Chargers, big, bolt up. That's all I gotta say. Bolt up, baby.
Big
Texans can't move the ball.
You know I'm sticking with CJ, man. People starting to jump off the bandwagon. The
It was
Chargers.
never no damn
It's the
way.
same. Hold on.
No, I did.
The Chargers have had one of the most talented rosters for how many years now? Now suddenly it's
15,
fixed.
10,
They got
15
Lab
years.
McConkey
Now
now.
let's do this. Let's say this. Their roster is not that talented this year. I'm gonna be real with you. It's not.
Because Quentin Johnson's terrible.
You know it's not.
Lab McConkey
Bro,
on the
okay,
team.
let's do this.
My friend.
Quarterback, take out the quarterback and take out Lad McConkey. The other receivers you got Josh Palmer and Quentin Johnson.
They got JK though.
Hold
JK
on.
back there now.
JK is injury prone. This nigga is an ACL injury away from
Gus Edwards.
Gus Edwards back there.
They got Zeke back there, man.
I forgot to tell you, they just added those y'all don't know, they just added Zeke to the Chargers. Just to put that on notice.
You know what?
The Chargers is the Ohio State.
Hey, Cat, listen. Rose not allowed to talk about this game. Because Rose will never forgive J.K. Dobbins and Gus Edwards. Yeah, he's not allowed to talk about this game.
But they just got our running backs, bro.
But now, Rose, since the tag log on that, give the people the thoughts about how you feel about J.K. Dobbins and Gus Edwards, you being a Ravens fan.
He's not allowed to talk about it.
I love J.K. Dobbins. He just couldn't stay healthy, man. I really don't want to say too much about him. My mom always said, if I ain't got nothing nice to say, don't say it at all. So
that's why I said, don't even say nothing.
I'm going to just keep them comments to myself.
I don't want to hear Chargers or Texans from Rose.
But I will say this. I will say this. If they somehow have a big game tomorrow, I'm going to be highly upset. Because that could have been last year, and we could have made a Super Bowl run last year.
They were wearing the wrong colors.
We had them on the team. But it's all good,
the wrong colors.
I wish them the best of luck. If we see them in the playoffs, I promise you it's going to be a blowout. They will not be able to run the ball. I promise you that.
You see how he double back? I see how he double back.
I see he double back.
See, I told you.
I promise you that.
But Big Sheen, tell the people why you are sticking with the Texans. You know, besides, Stephon Diggs being gone, Tank Dell being out, why you still rocking with CJ Stroud?
CJ, my boy. He don't bounce back, man. A lot of people talking. I don't trust the Chargers, bro. I don't. Like,
that man ain't got no real reason, bro.
Listen.
He don't.
Listen. I'm about to give y'all a reason. If they stack that box, bro, and the Texans go out there, they got a high-powered offense. We're not going to act like when the Texans ain't running, they got a high-powered offense.
With who?
Who's the Chargers throwing the ball? Who's the Chargers throwing the ball to?
McConkey.
Lad.
No, so stop. So I'm about to shut up everybody in here.
Go ahead.
Who's the Texas best DB?
Derek Stingley.
Lad playing the slot.
Derek Stingley's their best DB.
If they put him on there.
I'm taking Lad, bro. I'm not going to lie. I'm taking my boy. I'm not going to hold you. I'm taking my boy. North Georgia. Shout out Georgia Longhorns. You know what I'm saying? Georgia Hornets.
Hey, what's in that
Lad
cup?
McConkey.
What's in that
Lad
cup?
McConkey.
What's in the cup, man?
It was Miller Lite.
What's in the cup, man?
Lad McConkey. Shout out Georgia Longhorns, boy. I got you. We taking Lad.
Rose cut off this camera because he know this is out of pocket. This is out of pocket.
So I'm gonna just.
You really telling me Lad is anything like that?
No, but no. I'm at him listen. Jay, why you feel like Lad McConkey can
my fantasy team?
Hold on.
Let me ask you. Why you feel like Lad McConkey can roll all over Derek Stingley? Why you feel like he can?
Listen, hold on. I don't think he can roll all over. I ain't gonna say that because Derek Stingley, he don't get you. If you keep targeting him, he's gonna get you. But Lad rolling out them cuts. You gotta think they looking at Lad. He about 5'11", 6 foot, 171, 180. They looking at a little white boy. That ain't no regular white boy. Okay, that Lad.
You a Titans fan? You've seen this man twice in the. Why are we acting like the Texans when they offense ain't popping, they scoring, and they ain't got a shutdown corner? Come on now,
bro. They just had 2 points.
As much as I hate to admit it, I have 2 or 3.
Don't act like the Ravens ain't up there. The Ravens and the Chargers are the same team.
I'm not saying that. I'm just giving.
Go ahead, D.
Listen, if you're in a
I will say this. Hold on. I will say this. The defenses are very similar. I'm gonna just keep that above.
They are.
They very similar.
To Rose's point, if you're an NFL team, you only got 2 points. I don't give a damn who on your team.
And they
You
had
only got
and
2
they
points? Come on, dog. Shit, you might as
Don't act
well
like
only
the
score
Ravens ain't
0.
like the Ravens is like
look
that.
they
Though.
on
You
look they
might
on
as well
TV
score
right now.
0. You
The
might as well
Ravens are
score
like
0.
that. So we acting
They
like
are
the
like
Chargers is like the Ravens. That's what I'm
They
taking.
can be.
They can be,
So
yes. You just said they had the most talented roster, one of the most talented rosters in the last 5 years. You
He
just said
did
that.
just say that.
You just said that.
Right.
the tag.
So why you
So the
doubling back
tag.
now? Why you backtracking now? Scoot
So
up
the
in that
tag
camera.
Hold
on.
on, stop.
Scoot
Hold on,
up
hold
in
on,
that
hold on.
camera.
So the tag.
About
Wait
to
a
end
minute.
this whole
Hold on.
argument.
Time out.
Hold on.
Mm.
Hold on.
That
I'm about
camera.
to end this
Come
whole
on.
argument.
Come on.
Does the Seattle Seahawks not have one of the most talented rosters? And y'all at home?
No,
We do.
bro.
No, we
Okay.
don't have the most talent.
Y'all ain't got
We're
no
at
talent
home,
on the
yes.
Seahawks.
We don't
They
have
got
one of the
They
most
got
talented.
one
No.
receiver, bro,
We have
and 2
JSN.
running backs, bro.
On paper, y'all don't have a top 10, top 15 roster.
No.
That's crazy.
Whoa.
You're the main DK
Whoa.
hater I have ever met.
Hold up. Wait a minute. You said, wait a minute.
Hold on. How many
do you,
teams got
hold
3
on.
receivers on the
I'm
team?
glad he said that. Jay, answer me this. Why do you think, what was the problem with Seattle this year? And why you think y'all ain't got a top roster this year?
We tried to force feed the ball to decaffeinated tea. You know who coined that phrase?
Nah,
I
Big
did.
Cat.
But
Yes.
let's stop. Stop.
Decaffeinated.
that's not
Okay,
that's not the
still,
reason, bro.
y'all have how many teams got 3 receivers that are legit?
They had an
The
offensive
Bengals?
They didn't know what to do with that offense. That's all.
You got the
The
Bengals.
Bengals
So that
got
takes
3.
away from the talent on the roster?
Look, the Bengals got 3.
You can't,
Let's
bro.
see. Hold
He
on.
just said he
The
forced
Dolphins?
feeding decaffeinated
The
tea.
Dolphins got 3.
This is the same
The
offensive coordinator
Commanders
that came
got
from the
Dolphins
3.
Bears,
got
bro.
3.
The
Yeah, they
Commanders got 3.
Tyreek Waddle and
And who?
Who's the
Who's the
third
third one?
receiver? Not tight end, receiver.
So
No, but
take out
he's
the
a receiving
Dolphins.
threat.
Who
Next.
else?
Okay,
He's
next.
a receiving threat.
I ain't gonna
Bengals
lie.
who
Odell
the
almost
Bengals
sat down for a second.
Who else?
Who's the Bengals 3?
Oh,
They
You
got 2
got
big dogs. They ain't got
hold
no
on,
They
who.
got
hold on.
2. They ain't
You
got
got the
3.
2 big dogs. You got Chase. You got
Higgins,
T Higgins,
and who
and
else?
you got the tight end. It's a receiving threat. We are in a new
Mike
age of football.
I said
Gesicki
receivers.
is not a
I
threat,
said
bro.
receivers.
Receiving
Okay,
threat.
who got 3? I name the teams. I'm waiting for 3.
The Commanders got 3.
Who? Terry
Zacchaeus,
McLaurin just got clamped up by the Falcons the other
Terry.
night, bro.
Come on, bro.
So Scary
Man
Terry not a
had
top
2
receiver.
yards.
He is, but
Terry not a
who
top receiver.
else?
Scary Terry.
Don't tell me that other dude that you had him on the prize picks. We ain't doing that.
No.
We ain't doing that. We're not doing that. We're not doing
Hey,
that.
Hey, Big Shane.
And,
Seattle got
what's
3.
the number
They
1?
got 3.
That's why. That's
Seattle
the
got
only
3.
team.
Yeah, they
Y'all ain't got 2 running backs.
They got 3.
Y'all ain't got 2
The
running
Giants
backs.
got 3. They don't got a quarterback, but they got 3.
Why are you trolling me right now? Stop it. Stop it. Stop
The
it.
Giants low key
The
do
Giants
got
got 3.
they do got 3.
But they're not on
They
that
do
same
got
level,
3.
bro. They're not on
They
the
not.
same level. That's my whole
They're not on the
point.
same level, but they got
No.
3.
The same
Okay,
They
so
level.
got
stop.
Hold on.
they
Hold
got 3.
on. Stop. Let me go back to
We
my
have
point.
never seen them at their potential.
Do
because
y'all
the
not have 2 running backs?
We do.
Noah Fant and the rookie. That's
Noah
2
Fant
tight
is
ends,
trash.
right?
Noah Fant is trash. The rookie, the other Barner's good. Barner's good. But
Noah
Noah
Fant
Fant's not in
trash.
there. No. Farrell Brown
can't say
and
Noah Fant's
Barner.
trash.
I mean, he right in the
Yes.
middle. He ain't great, but he's
Come
right in the
on,
middle.
dog.
He right in the middle.
He's
right in the middle.
borderline. He's
He's
iffy.
above average. Stop right here.
Yeah, he's above average. He's above average.
Okay, he's
And
above
then
average.
look. Y'all have above average quarterback, right?
No. Stop.
Look at you hate on Geno, but look at his stats.
No, I don't give a damn about his stats.
He going to the Pro Bowl, bro.
Numbers talk.
The Pro Bowl's a voting. The Pro Bowl's
Numbers
voting. I don't care
talk.
about that
But
Pro
Jay,
Bowl no
let me
more.
ask you this. What was your problem with Geno this year? Tell everybody what your
He
problem
don't
was.
like
with
Geno
Where do I
personally.
start?
He don't like Geno personally.
He makes bad decisions.
No, bro.
He's inaccurate. He is. He's inaccurate.
Ain't he top 10 in his passer rate in completions?
He is. I don't care about that.
Right.
I don't care about that. I don't care. How many Seattle games did you watch? I watched all of them. How many did you watch?
I watched a lot. You told me they don't have a great roster. Y'all have a top 10 roster, bro. You're gonna stop it. Because you were telling me about the DBs. What's the DB's name?
Tyreek Woolen.
What?
Ain't he legit?
We got
So,
Reed.
Cat. So,
Oh,
Cat.
wow.
I'm gonna read you.
got
I'm gonna read you Geno stats. I'm gonna read Geno stats. 4,320 yards, 21 touchdowns, 15 picks.
Okay. Wait.
Go back to the DBs.
Hold on.
That secondary
Say the
trash.
touchdowns and picks again.
21
21
touchdowns, 15 picks.
That's a difference of 6 throws, right?
Okay. And you know my theory. There's 4 quarterbacks that are great, and the rest
So
of
how
them.
many? Okay, let's do this. How many of them interceptions were his fault?
You know.
4.
Okay, so all right.
Take out. So what's 15 minus 4 then?
So 15 minus 4 is 11.
Okay, so stop right there. That is a very good quarterback. Your secondary. That's not a top 5 secondary.
It is. We didn't, but
No. I'm gonna completely dismantle.
No. We didn't have our entire linebacking core for the first 4 games.
Okay, but we said roster on paper.
Our front 7 wasn't there.
Okay, so roster on paper. Jay, y'all have a top 15 roster, top 10. Easily.
I would say top. We could be.
I agree. Yeah, absolutely. They got a top
15
roster.
Put the cup down. What are we arguing about?
Hold on. How many teams are? I don't know. You said top 15, right?
Yes.
How many teams are in the playoffs? 14, right? So that means if you 15, you out. Guess where we at? Home.
Stop. Y'all not number 15 though. Y'all not starting. Y'all not.
But what was the reason? What was the reason y'all out the playoffs?
We lost games we're not supposed to lose.
They ain't got the right coach. They don't got the right coach over there.
Nah, I don't. I think it's the offensive coordinator, like Rose said.
He
didn't put us in the right positions.
Let me ask you this. Hold on, D. I already know how to shut him up.
Yeah, go ahead. Yeah.
If your favorite coach, Sean McVay, was coaching the Seattle Seahawks, where would y'all be?
We'll be a championship
team.
Okay.
Thank you.
Go ahead, D. Thank you, D. That's all I gotta say.
No, listen. Do you know why though? Do you know why? Because Sean McVay's offense is in that coaching tree of my quarterback ain't got to do a lot. He just ain't got to mess up. Now with Matt Stafford, they're on the same wavelength. So before McVay even say it, Stafford doing it. But with
so
Geno,
did Stafford not have a bad rep? Like, hold on. I'm not saying Stafford and Geno the same quarterback, but did they not have like a similar rep in terms of Geno has the same arm strength as Matt Stafford?
Were you talking about roster wise?
Yeah, we're talking about roster. I think Seattle. The problem is coaching. I don't think there's coaching. There's nothing else wrong with that roster.
What?
That was the whole point I was making. Like Jay is way under like his team for no reason. It is coaching.
Nah, I'm not way under. We won 10 games. We did. We won 10 games. But the problem is, like I said, the quarterback play is. Listen, in those gotta have it. Hold on, this is not a stat though. You're looking at stats, and those gotta have it moments. Geno's not the guy. When you hold
on. I'm glad you brought that up. You know my top 4 guys. Who else is in that list that gotta have it?
Jaden Daniels is vying for that spot.
Jaden's a rookie because we said the same thing about CJ, and y'all off of CJ wagon this year.
No. I'm off of CJ because of what he has around him, not because I don't believe he. If we're
and add on to that, let me ask you this: do you feel like if Sam Howell's y'all's quarterback, y'all a playoff team?
Sam Howell is going to do 2 things. 2 things.
That ain't what
he gonna throw the ball. He gonna throw the ball. It might be a pick, but he gonna throw the ball. He ain't gonna hold it. And the second thing Sam Howell is gonna do, Sam Howell, if nothing else, is gonna slow the game down. He's gonna control the game. Geno lets the game get away.
Throw the hat, D. Throw the hat. This man hates Geno Smith. No. Listen, D. This is gonna be the next.
I hate Geno Smith.
How many? Look. Jared Goff. You trust him at the end of the game?
Huh?
You trust Jared Goff to win you the game like that?
Who called? If Ben Johnson
No. You're not gonna. Do you trust Jared Goff? Yes or no?
If Ben Johnson called him the plays,
come on, dog. Do you trust Jared Goff?
No, you just said if McVay was coaching our team.
Oh my Lord!
So if McVay calling the plays, right? See?
Can you answer the question?
Okay, take the coaches out of it.
Yes, just answer the
Just
question. Do you trust
like
Jared
Tom
Goff?
Brady, Peyton Manning, the quarterback calling the plays. That's what you're saying. I don't
Just
trust Jared
Peyton.
Goff. No.
Why
Okay.
not?
How many
Hold on.
how many current quarterbacks do you trust? Do you trust Sam Darnold?
No. To make the right play? No.
You
So
trust
what
Call
Jalen
the right
Hurts?
quarterbacks do
play?
you
Yes.
trust?
You trust Jalen Hurts?
Hell no.
Who's the you
I
trust
trust
Jordan
Lamar.
Love?
I trust Lamar.
No, he's in the other category. You
No,
know,
it's
Oh,
Jordan
he's
you
in
Love.
the
trust.
top
Jordan
tier?
Hold
Love.
on, you see, D sees where I'm going. Do you trust Jordan Love?
No, I don't trust Jordan Love regularly.
Do you trust Baker Mayfield?
Yes. Undyingly, yes. I trust Baker Mayfield.
Okay,
Because Baker
for
Listen,
your
no,
standpoint,
listen.
hold on. Let me get to it. Let me
Watch.
set you up. I'm
I
setting you
trust
up.
Baker
I'm
Mayfield because
feeding you
Baker
right now.
Mayfield is going to end the
I'm
game.
feeding you
He's
right
either going to throw
now.
a touchdown or he's going to
Hold
throw a pick.
on. Hold
That's
on.
why I
I'm
trust Baker
feeding you
Mayfield.
right now. You gave me 2 quarterbacks out of everyone else that's in the playoffs, right? Oh,
I
excuse
trust
me. Do you
Patrick
trust?
Mahomes. I trust Josh
No.
Allen.
No. You don't see what I'm doing here. Pat, on the other side, we naming the NFC quarterbacks, right? And and Matt Stafford. You trust Matt? I know
You
you.
took
The
Jaden out. You took Jaden out, though. He's
I'm
a
gonna give
rookie.
you
You can't
Jaden.
even
I
count.
give you Jaden Baker, and I know you're gonna say Matthew Stafford,
I do trust
right?
Stafford. Willingly,
Okay, you
yes.
don't trust Stafford. Yes
I
or no?
do. I do.
Oh, okay, that's 3.
Hmm.
So where's Geno Smith in this?
I don't trust him. What the fuck? What do you mean?
So that's my hope. But the rest of them are in the playoffs, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yes, they're in the playoffs. The rest
And
of them are in the
why
playoffs.
are they in the
Hey,
playoffs, Jay?
you forgetting one. What about Kyler Murray?
Kyler Murray not in the playoffs.
No, I'm saying, would you trust him?
Hell no.
He's gonna say no. I already know
Kyler
Jay's.
Murray don't even watch film. Kyler Murray playing Call of Duty. Why would I trust him?
Listen, so
He got a nice KD.
you
I trust
trust
that.
3 NFC quarterbacks right now, and what do they have? What do they have that Geno doesn't have?
Well, the Lions, the one I don't trust, the Lions have a better roster.
Say it with me. Coaching.
Mm,
Coaching.
Hold on, hold on, hold on,
mm,
hold on.
Coaching.
Watch this. Watch
mm,
this. Because I got a caveat to what you just said.
Just say you hate Geno Smith.
I don't hate Geno Smith. I hate the way he plays. I don't
You
hate
hate
the
It's
Geno
guy.
not.
He's a
Smith.
It's
great
not.
guy.
It's not his fault, bro. Bro, the whole thing is the coaching, bro. The
I
offensive
hear you.
coordinator that they had this season came from the Bears. What did the Bears do last year with Justin Fields? All they did was run read option, throw the ball, throw slants, and force feed the ball to their number 1 receiver, DJ Moore. What happened when they got to Seattle? They force fed DK. When that wasn't working, they had to force feed JSN, not get everybody else touches on the field.
So
Then you got an
what I'm
injury.
hearing now. So what I'm hearing
Then
is
you have an injury prone running back too, Kenneth Walker, that you got to figure out something to do with him next season, in the offseason that's coming up. And then you got Zach Charbonnet. He's not no number 1 running back. He's a third down back, but like it's really
I
just
can think you
coaching, bro.
compare him with
It's
Kendall
coaching.
Milton though. I think him and Kendall Milton
It's
you compare together. I really do.
bro. Bro, Kendall, I almost said something. I ain't gonna say that.
and, and
I
I
also,
think
was
you
just,
compare him with
I
Kendall Milton.
know. Nah, I'm not gonna say nothing about Kendall
and
Milton,
also, Rose,
bro.
I want to get your thoughts about this other game coming up. Since you're a fan, we got the biggest rivalry in NFL, the playoffs on Saturday night. We would say big time, prime time game. Ravens versus the Steelers. You know, I know you're a fan, but how confident are you going up against your biggest rival?
I would say on a scale of 1 through 10, I say I'm probably about an 8. I say an 8 only because if we run the ball like we're supposed to in the playoffs, we'll be good. Nobody can stop our running game with Lamar and Derrick Henry, King Henry. Of course, you know who he is. You know what he did in Tennessee in the
Yes,
playoffs. I was
sir.
in that.
That's my running back.
Made it
That's
all the
my
way to the
running back.
AFC Championship. But also,
MVP.
going you hear Rasheem, we have an MVP quarterback, 2-time, getting ready
MVP.
to be a 3-time MVP quarterback.
Let him know. He is the best. The best player in football.
The best. He's the best.
Lamar Jackson.
But
you can't compete with you can't compare.
I'm gonna say this. From what we were just talking about, it's gonna come down to that coaching. If these coaches do not put them in the right situations, it's gonna be ugly. Like it's been the past 3 years in the playoffs for us. But if this offense coordinator can get right and just get in the out formation and give King Henry the ball, we'll be fine.
Now, do you feel like
Talking about the Ravens.
the Steelers are a threat in any type of way?
Can I chime in?
Yes.
Yeah, let
and
him
no.
let him finish. Let him go ahead.
I say yes and no. Only reason I say yes and no, yes, because it's a rivalry game. It's the Steelers. You always gotta be worried about them no matter what. I say no just because they cannot get the ball in the end zone. George Pickens is a crash out dummy. That's a YN. He like a young me at 20, 21 years old crashing out on the
And this
field
is why Rose
for no
couldn't have
reason.
an NIL deal.
Yeah, if I was him, I don't know what Mike Tomlin got going on. Mike Tomlin, he's tolerating that because he was tolerating that when they was winning, and George
He was
Pickens was acting
tolerating
like
AB
this.
too. He used to it.
And of course, so he's used to it. But the biggest
Hey,
thing
shout out
is,
to AB, man. We gotta get AB on the podcast, man. I gotta get
No,
AB.
we don't.
I want AB
Here
on
we
the
don't.
podcast.
No,
Can we?
no,
Can we?
AB.
No.
Hey,
Even
all
though
business.
even though he been
business.
calling a lot of even though he been calling a lot of shit
Hey,
lately, no, we get him on the
we
show.
gotta plug. What's his Twitter handle? CTE.
CTESPN.
salute
That's
to
what we get. If
AB,
we
bro.
get
I
on
got
there, I'm with
CTE
it.
too. CTSPN, bro. Shout out.
I'm with
Shout
it.
out to AB, bro.
Hey, I will say, shout out to AB because when I was trying to watch the Jake Paul fight, he had it on Twitter with the live stream, and I really
He a soldier,
appreciate that
bro.
one.
For sure.
All business.
All
But
business.
Jay, talk to
His
us about
business is booming.
But Jay, talk to us about the Steelers and the Ravens. What's your predictions like for this game?
Oh, it's very simple, D. It's
You
very
gotta
simple.
get. Hold on, Jay. You better go get it. Get it. You know what I'm talking about. I ain't finna say it.
It's very simple. And get that camera on. Let Russ cook. He gonna burn that bitch to the ground. Okay?
Oh, I didn't know where he was going.
Russell Wilson ain't winning you the game. All right, I'm gonna say it. If Justin Fields don't go out there and play, the game over. It's over. All right. Look, Harbaugh done seen it too many times. He done seen Russ too many times. Guess what? Russ ain't got a lot left in the tank. All right. He ain't. George Pickens probably gonna get 2 personal fouls in the first half. So he out the game. He finna get out the game. We ain't worried about him. Okay. Najee Harris, love Najee Harris. Najee Harris, it ain't gonna work out. You got the king. Okay. You got the king and Lamar. Now I do have some stats since everybody gave me stats earlier. I have some stats that I did in my research. The Ravens are they're the number 1 team, number 1 offense in yards per game. They're the number 1 rushing offense in per game. If my boy that I don't like, because I'm a Florida fan, the old OC, the one that Georgia got rid of and they finally won some championships. If he will give the ball to number 22 and number 8 and say, go win it. I don't care how you do it. Go win it. Lamar Jackson is the best player in the NFL. He is. He is the best player in the NFL. We can look at the stats. We can look at the game film. We can look at it whatever the hell you want to look at. He's the best player in the NFL. Josh Allen, I love you, baby. You had an MVP season. The only damn problem with that is Lamar Jackson's breathing and living. That's the only problem. That was the only problem with this season. Only problem with Josh Allen's season is Lamar Jackson's living and breathing. And since he is, the boy is the MVP. And I don't see no other reason other than them zebras why the Ravens don't win the championship. That is the only reason that it will be. That 15 got them zebras on his back. He got them on his side like old Tom Brady. But if you
I'm
think
gonna have
the
a hot
Steelers,
take. I don't think the Chiefs making out the divisional round. I'm gonna just keep it a buck.
I got even hotter take. If you think the Steelers finna get close in this game, I personally will send you $20. It's finna be a royal ass whooping. Why? Cause this what Lamar been waiting on. Everybody tell Lamar you the greatest, you the James Harden of the NFL. You great in the regular season. No. We finna see a different Lamar.
Don't ever compare him and James Harden, bro.
No, but that's the comparison. Great in the regular season, not in the playoffs. That's the comparison.
James Harden.
We finna see a different Lamar. We finna see L Jack. We finna see L Jack. We finna see that Broward County. That's what we see.
How you feel about it?
I mean, I thought last year they should have won, but this year they even better. You gotta finish. You gotta finish the drill. I really anticipate us getting the Super Bowl we want this year. I think we are going to get the YN
Ravens and the
special.
Lions. Shiesty's
Yeah.
on.
I think
I would love it. I have no
think-
dog in that fight. I just want to
This
watch.
nigga said we.
I
The
think
people, the people, the people.
the people,
The
you're
people
right.
want
The
it.
people will win on that one. I ain't finna lie to you. You give me Dan and them boys. Y'all know how I feel about Detroit. That's my second team.
I
And
think.
you know how I feel like
so,
Lamar. He gotta.
I tell y'all
I think
this.
it's just time, bro. I don't even
tell
think he
y'all
gotta be. I don't think he gotta be special, bro. I just think he is so better than everyone else in the league, and it's not funny.
So here, okay. So listen, I'm gonna say this,
right
Cap,
about
to
that.
what you just said. Does Lamar have to be special to win a Super Bowl? No. Will he be?
Yes.
Yes, he will. He will be special.
No.
And here's why. Everyone in here don't play ball. We don't play all kinds of sports. You don't have that one guy that you could not stand. And for Lamar, I'm not saying they hate each other. I'm not speculating none of that because I don't know. But Patrick Mahomes is standing in your way. It's only so many times that big bad wolf can get in your way before you knock his ass down.
I got
And
a
I
hot
don't
take
think the
though.
Chiefs
And
have.
then,
I don't think the Chiefs
And
have
Big
enough.
Shane, before you go, I want to get on topic about talk a little bit about Lamar. Why you feel like he's being so much disrespected in the league? You know, they trying to make him less than what he is.
I think we take for granted. I mean, I think he's having. Remember when Cam had his 15-1 season? I mean,
Yeah.
we take it for granted for what is actually on that team and how good they are. And the same thing, Lamar. Like, not saying Derek, but we can all acknowledge Derek's on the back end of his career.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, we're gonna get the first round without Zay Flowers. I mean, so to be honest with you, I just don't see. I mean, Mark Andrews hasn't had a great season this year. I mean, Isaiah likely kind of done disappeared after the catch or no catch.
Yeah.
So I mean, and you got to think. I mean, to me, the offense is still more prolific than anything. I don't think it's a hot take, but we talking about the Chiefs and we talking about everyone else. Is Buffalo getting out the first round?
I was waiting on somebody to say it.
I was thinking about that all week.
I was waiting on somebody to say it. Hey, listen here. I said it earlier to y'all boys, you know, when we was sitting there talking and chopping up in the group chat and everything. I understand Bo Nix is an old rookie. But you know what they say about them old fellas? They crafty. He done seen every defense Sean McDermott could throw at him. And if you don't think Cortland Sutton finna get off against, because you gotta think, Bedfield ain't finna guard him the whole game. Because he's a slot DB. He's not an outside corner. He's not going to get Cortland Sutton on that corner. Not to mention, they got Marvin Mims out there. He's a burner. No one can cover him out there. And I think Sean Payton and them damn Broncos is gonna find a way. Because if you got Bo Nix with them legs, he got a chance.
I think you talking about the wrong side of the ball. We got to think though. The Bills is what we all call them. We shout out to Mike Tyson, but they Mike Tyson. If they don't knock you out, do they really want to fight with you?
No.
The Bills don't. If that's going to the fourth quarter, and I'm sorry to say it, but
I already told y'all. But I already told y'all how I felt about the Bills. I feel like their defense doesn't show up when they need to show up in the playoffs.
Hey, listen, I heard a great quote. I heard a great quote about Josh Allen and the Bills. It's comparison to other quarterbacks. Other quarterbacks, you got your Lamars, Patrick Mahomes, Joe Burrow, those top elite guys, right? They have to put on their cape every now and then. Josh Allen got to wear that shit to the game. If that cape ain't on when the ball kick off.
And we got to think though, they're gonna be one dimensional. And the Denver don't give up no. I mean, PS2 ain't got to cover nobody.
And he's back, and the rest of that secondary back, and them
so you
linebackers back. A lot
so
of
now they're pitching their ears back on the run.
And also, Big Shane, you mentioned something. Tell everybody how you feel about Stephon Diggs being gone from that team.
I mean, I predicted last year that, I thought Buffalo was going to be a better leap, but I'm not going to lie. I'm still kind of disappointed. I give Jay and look like we lost Rose credit.
He's
They got a
back.
bunch of guys at receiver. I'm sorry. I really thought Keon Coleman was gonna be better than he was. Y'all know how I used to feel about
I
Shakur.
think
who's that
Keon
boy they
Coleman.
traded for?
I think Keon. He ain't got
They
acclimated.
They got Shakir, right? Shakir.
Yeah,
Khalil Shakir.
and
Okay, listen. Khalil
who's my
Shakir.
dude though? They traded for. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Amari Cooper.
Mark Cooper.
I thought he would have got used to the offense.
I didn't think so. I don't.
But it seems like that's not a good fit for him in Buffalo. I don't think he's.
Amari Cooper been out, and if we're being honest, with all those injuries stacked up, he's on the backside of his career with those injuries. Now, regularly, if he was healthy, no.
Now let me ask y'all this. Moving on to this take, I know how both of y'all feel about both of these two teams. You got Green Bay or you got Philly?
I don't like man one of them.
But if you had to pick for Sunday, who you got?
I'm taking Saquon. Whichever team Saquon on, the Philadelphia Eagles. You know why?
Because you said you don't believe in that quarterback at Green Bay.
Jordan Love is going to find a way to give up. I watched it last year.
Hey, audience, to be fair, that was his favorite player last year.
No, CJ Stroud. No. CJ Stroud, my favorite player.
I could have hold on. I could have swore he said Jordan Love. I could have swore he said.
Hey, nah. Who did I say was my fantasy quarterback going into the season? Who did I say it was gonna be?
You said CJ Stroud. I'll give you that.
Then. So why would Jordan Love be my favorite player? Come on now.
Last year he was your favorite player.
But you was kind of hype on Jordan Love.
Listen, I was hype on everything around him. Aaron Jones, them controlling the football. I was hype on that. And then when I watched Jordan,
so they don't control the football with Josh Jacobs?
No, listen, hold on. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying what I got when I got off the Jordan Love train is when I saw those games, and again, what I said earlier, those gotta have it moments when Jordan Love ain't delivering. He ain't delivering.
Jalen Hurts
not delivering.
Jalen Hurts has it.
No, Jalen Hurts has Saquon. We don't have to worry about.
Jordan Love has Josh Jacobs.
Is Josh Jacobs and Saquon on the same level?
But Rose, who you say is more of a threat? Who you say is more of a threat? Who you say is more of a threat?
Hold on. Thank you, D. Is Josh Jacobs and Saquon Barkley on the same level?
Who's more of a threat at running back?
Who's more of a threat? In this particular game, I'm taking Josh Jacobs.
Boy, you must be outside your mind.
I already know what
you talking about. The rushing champ? That's what you talking about, right?
Listen,
the rushing champ.
Okay, let's do this then. Saquon going against the Packers, right? The Packers are a top 20 defense. They're not in on top 5, top 10.
They're top 10. They're a top 10 defense. Yes.
Russian defense.
Yeah.
No.
The Packers are.
The Eagles are. Now I'm gonna tell you what the Packers are doing. I'm gonna tell you what the Packers are gonna do on that first drive against the Eagles. They're gonna run the ball about 5-6 times, and they're gonna run that ball up the middle on the Eagles and punch them in the mouth. And we're gonna see how they're gonna react. And if Josh Jacobs scored that first drive, then we already know what kind of game it's gonna be. The Eagles ain't gonna stand a chance.
Now, which quarterback do you trust more?
Jordan Love. Just because he doesn't have any diva receivers on the other end, AJ Brown gonna lose him the game.
I will say this. Rose, I 100% agree with that.
He gonna be whining for the ball, bro.
I think AJ Brown in that Stephon Diggs category.
They'll never get back. They'll never get back to the Super Bowl with him on the team.
I ain't talking about no Super Bowl. I'm talking about winning that game.
No, I'm just saying in general. They'll never go nowhere further than where they going in the playoffs right now until they get rid of him.
Now, Big Sheen, let me ask you this: do you feel like with Saquon being on the enemy side now, how you feel as a Giants fan with him leaving and doing what he's doing right now?
I mean, he's cool. I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm not trying to throw any shade with the Eagles, but I mean, all of us being real football fans here, the system complements what he got going on. I'm not trying to take any, but I mean, personally, I told you this don't sound like I'm hating, but Saquon ain't a complete back. He got a lot of stuff that is covered up on the Eagles, but that's all I'm gonna say. Like he doesn't pass block. He don't catch.
Hey, Cat,
How
the
many? Hold on,
Eagles
hold on,
got a
hold on,
lot.
hold on, Jay. Hey, I know we in love, but he cost them 2 games. We ain't gonna act like Saquon ain't cost them.
He did.
Hey,
He don't
he
catch.
got up in the camera for this one. He got him way up in the
did.
camera. He
So,
said, "Wait a minute, hold
come
on
He
now."
did. He
I'm
did.
gonna be honest
Wait a
with you.
minute.
If this is a shootout like Green Bay wants to make it, I don't think the Eagles want to make this a shootout game. I'm gonna be honest with you.
If he didn't have that offensive line, he wouldn't be shit.
I mean,
Hey,
Let's
all
just
I'm
keep
gonna
it a
say is
buck.
this. All I'm gonna say is this. The Eagles, to Cat's point and to Rose's point, the Eagles cover up a lot of things too. You know why? They got 7 damn plays.
yeah, I mean,
I don't
yeah,
think.
that's what I
I don't
said.
think. Listen, I don't think. McFleur. I hope I said his name correct. I don't think he's that stupid. I don't. They got 6. They got 6 to 7 players. Now I'm still taking Saquon and them boys. I don't care. That's the Russian champ. I'm taking the boy. Because in the playoffs, you must do 2 things. You must get a stop when you need one, and you must control the game.
But I'm gonna be honest
A
with you.
stop when you need one, and control the game. And I
They're not
think the
getting
Eagles can
past.
do that.
If they get past this round, next round they're
That's
getting
it.
eliminated.
Now,
I
Oh
mean,
no! I 100% agree.
Yeah,
It's over
I
after
don't.
this.
now who y'all?
I
Now,
think
let me ask y'all this: who y'all feel like got the better defense?
I don't.
I think
To
they're
be
both
honest
the
with you,
same.
they're the same teams. I mean,
They
to
are.
be honest with you, we got question marks at quarterback. The running backs dictate the game. The Eagles. You got.
We got 2 rosés.
Is like the receiving core kind of about the same, or is the Green Bay
Now we
guys
Okay.
got 1
spread
rosé.
out?
The thing that messes up the Eagles, I think, is all of us agree we're all very high on Smitty as the number 1. They're just not high on him as number 1. And AJ Brown brings the worst out of the whole team because he's a me guy.
He doesn't block. Yeah, he doesn't. As a former receiver, he doesn't block very well. He's not gonna throw that. He's not gonna throw that route. That, hey, I got it. So Smitty can
And
go.
a hot
He's
take,
not
if
gonna be
I'm
that
Green
guy.
Bay, I'm gonna let them beat us. That's my hot take. I'm gonna control everything else, and I'm gonna let him beat us.
Here's the
Because
only
either
thing,
one or
though.
2 things you know is gonna happen. Jalen's gonna turn that ball over. I'm not doubling him. I'm sagging off, and I'm gonna let him beat us.
Here's the only problem I say with that, Cat. And there's my one problem. I'm gonna go against you. Jair Alexander has been injury ridden this
I
season.
don't think
Yeah,
Jair's guarding him though.
he
I
has.
don't think is he even playing.
I don't think he's.
I don't
I
think
don't
he
think
is. I
he's
think he's
I
playing.
don't
out.
think he's playing. I don't
I think
think
he's out.
Jair's
Yeah.
playing.
So what I
So
personally would
so
do,
here's to that point. If Jair's not playing, who covering Smitty? Nobody.
you know who's covering him.
Who? Is Xavier McKinney he's not covering him the whole game?
Over the top. What's
Over the
Jalen
top,
Hurts'
Yeah,
yes, but
weakness?
over the
he
Drop
got
top
that
stop.
of the
over the top
game.
locked
But
down because he leads
listen,
the league
what
in
did I
picks
tell
this
you I'm
year.
gonna do? I'm doubling Smitty. Smitty's not gaming me. I'm leaving AJ because guess what
So you're
AJ's gonna
bracketing
do?
so you're bracketing Smitty
Yes, think
and you're gonna
yes,
leave
think
AJ one
right.
on one.
Because you gotta think, what is AJ gonna do? I'm open, I'm open, I'm open, I'm open, I'm open. So guess what?
That's his thing.
You're
Always
gonna
open.
stop the run in the game.
He's gonna have to force
And
feed
guess what?
him.
You're gonna go please him. We know Jalen's inaccurate. One of them throws you don't catch. You
Yeah,
you know he's gonna give you one at least.
he does. He
That's
always
my
does.
game plan. I'm not let AJ beat me because AJ's gonna take the whole team out the game. Because you got to play AJ ball.
So I'm a flip flop with D for a second and ask this question:
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Do y'all the winner? I don't care. Eagles, Packers, whoever.
They're
Does the
losing.
winner advance? Does the winner advance?
Nah, they're losing.
Both
Because
of them are
Both
losing.
of them gone.
yeah,
I'm
because
asking: are both of them gone?
I don't think you want any smoke with Tampa, and I don't think you in if the Commanders win.
And then the
The
tag,
Commanders is the hot team in the NFC
and then
at this point.
the tag on that, what you just said about Washington. Do you trust Jaden Daniels more than Baker Mayfield?
They're playing with house
Okay, so
money.
I'll say this. I trust Jaden Daniels equally with Baker Mayfield because Baker Mayfield is boom or bust. Jaden Daniels is a rookie. He doesn't know any better, so he's just playing.
Yeah,
And
like
that equates to the same level.
you gotta
They both
think
just out there playing. Whatever
that
happens,
that
happens at the end of the
Washington
day.
team is playing with house money.
Rose,
But
what do you
Exactly.
got?
Like Washington
them
was
in
supposed to be
Detroit,
2
I
years
don't want
away.
to play them. Them in Detroit are the two teams in the NFC I don't want to play. Yeah, you
You think
ain't.
Washington's got more of the advantage over Baker and the Buccaneers?
No.
They're the healthier
I
team.
on defense and the health wise, yes. But across the board, no. Only because I feel like Baker Mayfield is like that Jameis Winston kind of quarterback. You know, he's gonna leave you in the game. He also may lose you the game. We don't know what it's gonna be. What I always say, Baker may field or Baker may throw a touchdown. Baker may field or Baker may throw a pick. We don't know.
Yeah.
So Jaden Daniels is more of a constant. I guess if I had to go take it that level, I'm taking Jaden Daniels. He's more of a constant. He's gonna run. He's gonna do something to make a play. That Baker,
And you got to think Baker just has Mike. I mean,
because
you
Chris
know
Godwin ain't out there.
Did
your
they
boy
got any news?
Lattimore.
Do they got any news on Chris Godwin coming back, or is he done?
He's done
not
for the
playing this
year.
year. He's done for the year. He's not playing.
So
Even if they made it to the Super Bowl, he would not play.
yeah, so you got to think. I mean, and they're getting
His next
Eckler's
best
coming.
option is Sterling Shepard.
Eckler's coming back for Washington, so that's
Yeah.
going to help out their pass game. And he got his full repertoire on offense. And like I said, the one thing about them, they're playing with house money at this point. I mean, all of us thought you know how I said D last year, I thought Washington was going to run away with the division. I mean, obviously they had some hiccups on the way, but they're ahead of schedule. They're ahead of schedule. So, I mean, you don't want to play them. You don't want to play Washington. But I wouldn't be surprised because Tampa's been there before with the coordinator and who's the D coordinator again?
It's what's his name? Is it Flores?
I think so.
No, I think
It's
No,
Todd
or-
Bowles.
out there.
Was it Bowles?
Nah, it's the Black Bowles.
Todd,
Yeah, it's Todd
they Todd
Bowles.
Bowles. Todd Bowles.
It is
Bowles
Todd Bowles.
made this is going to be an interesting matchup because you got Bowles and who's your dude from who's that? Dan Smith.
Dan Quinn and somebody.
So you got two defensive minded. That game's going to be tight, but the winner of that game, I expect them to be in the NFC Championship game. To be honest with you,
I put it to you like this: Baker was really close last year. He was close. If he could have got he had the Lions on the ropes, and then Baker bakered. He made through a pick, and he did. I don't think that Jaden Daniels is throwing that ball. I think he's running. That's where your edge goes.
Jaden Daniels
the
ain't got no
quarterback.
choice to run, bro.
And Rose, let me get your take on it. You got Jaden Daniels pulling off the upset against Tampa Bay.
Said he ain't got no.
He ain't got no. Nah, I don't think they're gonna pull out the OC. I think the OC for the Commanders is gonna get too carried away trying to run the ball with Jaden Daniels. I seen that against the Falcons.
Man
had more rushing yards. The man had more rushing yards than they two running backs that they had playing the whole game.
That's another OC. I'm sorry. No disrespect to.
I'm with you, Kat.
I didn't like what they were doing, especially that you got Brian Robinson. I think he's a top 10 back in this league if they give him the touches and carries. Yeah.
So you feel like he's a number one.
Oh, yeah, 100% RB1. And that's no shade to Eckler. But I just think Eckler he has so many intangibles. Brian Robinson hitting you in the mouth. He hitting you in the chin. That's what's happening. Right here. And he gonna punch you in the mouth and keep punching you. Eckler can do a lot of things. And
that team, it should be, and y'all gonna agree, they should be, not saying they are them, don't get me wrong, they're not them, but LT and Darren Sproles dynamic, where you're getting that team, that's how I expected them. And then you're over the top with, you got the two, and you're over the top with Terry and I can't pronounce Buddy name, no disrespect, but who's a Fort? Not Fort. Is it 14? Yeah, he's nice. Honestly, that's a team. I would love if they go get him a tight end.
They got Luke McCaffrey too, as well.
Yeah, they do got Luke McCaffrey, but he doesn't play a lot.
He's
your wide receiver 5.
I would really like him to do that. or give Jaden a big receiver. They got a lot of explosiveness on an offense, but I wouldn't mind seeing a big over the top receiver with that team to just be the final pieces. But that's what I got.
You know, hey, Kat, you know what I would love to see to that point? I would love to see that OC when the game's on that line, just because I trust him. I would love to see just give him the game. Give him the game. I think he's got it in him. Like, it's certain people that you got that dog in you. I give him the game. Kid, go win it. And because I know the Buccaneers are gonna give the game to Baker. They're gonna let Baker go win the game. And I think in those moments, you got to give Jaden, take the training wheels off. It's time. It's Super Bowl or bust now. We in the playoffs. It's big boy time.
The Bucks got the better team.
They do.
You think so?
I do.
Yeah.
I do too.
They
Only
got the
because
better
I don't
team,
trust
they
the
more
secondary
experienced,
of
bro.
the.
I
don't
give you the
trust secondary.
experience, but I think maybe I'm going off of
I
potential.
mean, do you feel like y'all feel like
Commanders'
Washington?
ceiling is a lot
Y'all
higher,
feel like
bro.
Washington's defense and the Bucks defense is kind of like in the middle.
No.
I think the Bucks got a better defense.
It can be at times, but again, I
But
think
the Bucks
favor.
defense is before, so that's the edge I would like. The
The
Washington's
Bucks,
more
the
of the
Bucks
front
defense,
seven.
the Bucks defense is like Kat just said, and I think he just cut out. That's why I didn't hear him, and I'm just reiterating. It's front seven and back four. I don't trust that back four of the Commanders. I trust the safeties. I don't trust them corners.
And I want to get to the last game as well. Y'all trusting Sam Darnold on the road against Sean McVay, Matthew Stafford, and the Rams to pull it off?
No.
The Vikings is killing the Rams, bro.
So you got to beat down.
Whoa.
So you got to beat down.
Them, bro.
Whoa. You know Puka Nacua and Cooper Kupp is out there, right?
I don't care. Okay,
And
the last
Kyron Williams
the last
and Stafford?
okay, let me tell you this. So you big on prize picks too, just like I am. The last three games,
Come on now.
the last 3 games, Puka Nacua and Cooper Kupp. Well, not Puka. I'm gonna just say Cooper Kupp. He ain't showed up the last 3 games. Puka had 1 game he showed up the last 3 games of the season.
But it's the playoffs.
1 game he showed up. Okay, that's fine.
He got 1 game.
I'm glad you said that. Let's see if he's gonna show up against the Vikings, against that Vikings defense. Let's see if the Rams defense gonna show up against Jay Jets and Jordan Addison and Aaron Jones and all them boys. And Cam Akers and TJ Hockenson.
Hey, Rose, so I will say this. I'm debating you for the sake of debating.
No, let's go back to this too. Who got the better roster and the better coaching?
The Vikings has the better roster by far.
Who got the better coaching? Who got the better coaching right now too?
As a conglomerate
right now,
the Vikings.
Right
yes, the
now,
Vikings do. The Vikings.
Don't be surprised.
What the hell are you looking at? The Vikings.
Don't be surprised. They 14-2 for.
Hold on, let's rewind this. Hold on. Let's get started.
Better.
Yeah.
McVay ain't the. Hold on. Now we about to put some respect. Well, McVay working with. Stop. Hold on. Stop.
They came from the same tree.
Hold on. Listen. He's better than McVay.
They came from the same coaching tree.
Who's working with better stuff right now?
No, hold on.
O'Connell.
Jay, hold on. Don't do that. Don't do that, Rasheem. Rasheem, don't do
Who's
that.
working with better stuff right now?
Don't
you
do
talk,
that.
You talk about working with, wait, hold on. You talk about the working with. You talk about working with the best receiver in football.
Don't try to act like McVay ain't got a chip.
Hold on, is the best? Hold on, Rose. Watch this. Hold on, I'm about to get him because he got me earlier. He did. He got me earlier. Who the best receiver in the game right now?
Jay Jets.
Okay, who team is he on?
The Vikings.
So watch this. I'm gonna slow you into this punch. So if O'Connell and McVay came from the same coaching tree, and O'Connell learned under Tom Brady how to control a game, and you have the best receiver in the game, not to mention a formidable running back there, how in the hell are you not? What?
Hey, guess what? Hey guys, who was that quarterback last year on the same team?
Kirk Cousins.
Can you remind me?
Kirk Cousins.
Did they not have the same coach? We ain't doing that.
Stop. They're not the same talent.
You're
Don't
right.
do that to Sam
Kirk,
Darnold.
listen. Kirk has proved more than Sam Darnold. Darnold's a one-hit wonder. Now stop it.
Now you ought to quit.
You give
The boy,
Sam
you ought to
Darnold the
quit.
right
You ought to
coaching,
quit
he's
that.
going to
D,
show out like he
hold
been showing
on.
out this season.
Stop. D,
I mean, based on what I've seen, he is a one-hit wonder.
thank you.
Just
Now
one
let's
season.
stop.
Okay, so
Hey,
Let's
D,
stop
based
it.
on what
Cousins
you
is a
said,
one-hit.
Kirk Cousins
Hold on.
is a thief. He done robbed
Kirk Cousins
franchises.
is.
I mean, we just talking about based on last season. I mean,
Thank you. D, didn't they
didn't
not just
play.
did they? So what?
No, hold
The
on.
kid
I
didn't
mean,
play.
I'm talking about what if we, I mean, I understand Sam Darnold, you know, when he was at the 49ers, he's been hurt. We're talking about this season. Has Sam Darnold is a one-hit wonder. We don't know what he's going to do after that.
Forget
Sam Darnold. Sam Darnold in that season last year, he led the 49ers to a game-winning opportunity. Don't forget that now. He did.
Forget
I didn't.
Sam Darnold.
No, I remember.
Let's forget Sam Darnold and let's go back to this Kirk Cousins topic real quick.
I can't believe
This has nothing to do with Kirk. You guys told me stop. You guys told me the coaching. You said coaching, right?
You my reason.
And you said, "Oh, I don't care because he has the best receiver in the league."
They're better. Yes,
listen.
Okay, so what is the difference from that team minus the quarterback? That's the same Vikings team, right?
Let Rose go, man. Hold on.
No, it's not the same Vikings team. The defense is different. The defensive line is completely different. It's not the same defensive line when Kirk Cousins was there, and you know it's
new linebackers.
The DBs are different. The whole defense has changed, but I'm not just talking about the offense.
The whole
you want to
team,
go with Kirk Cousins? If you're trying to say Sam Darnold is a one-hit wonder, Kirk Cousins is a one-hit wonder. He made the playoffs with the Redskins at the time and won the playoff game and got a contract with the Vikings, and he's been stealing money ever since.
Exactly.
He wasn't in the playoffs with Minnesota. No. Because you just tell me a one-hit wonder. That sounds like he got a couple of hits. Yeah.
Okay, you gave Sam Darnold the same opportunity last year. He would have been in the playoffs with the 49ers. What are you talking about?
Hey, no, hold on, Rose. He said a couple hits. Kirk Cousins made the playoffs. Who did he lose to? What you call, Cat, the worst quarterback in football. That's who he lost to. Yes or no?
Okay.
So that ain't a hit.
But hold on, stop. You told me you got the best receiver in football.
He does.
Okay, so what did that do? Come on, you see what I'm saying here?
I hear you.
It's the same freaking offense. It's the same offense.
But I see what you're saying though. But we're just not gonna act like niggas in the league still not thinking Cooper Kupp and Puka Nacua is still not top 10 receivers in the league, and that Kyron Williams is not a top 5, top 10 back in the league. We're just not gonna act like that.
Stop. Is that McVay or that's them?
Kyron Williams is
okay. They ain't got nothing to do with McVay because Kyron Williams.
Kyron Williams is
a top 10 he's top 10 this year. He's top 10.
Without McVay, he is a top 10 back.
He's top 10.
Now,
I give him that. He's top 10. He's top 10.
Puka Nacua is probably a victim of Sean McVay's offense.
Rose, you saying like this: if Kirk was still on this team rather than Sam Darnold, they wouldn't be a 14-2 team.
No, bro. It's because it's Kirk Cousins, bro.
Hey,
see what he just did?
You saw what he just did as a Falcon. You literally saw him 7 games. He had way more picks than touchdowns.
The Falcons have a great roster. And
he literally just did it. He just proved our point. Kirk Cousins literally got benched. He got benched. And this is the guy, that's your king? He got benched. Come on, Cat. Don't do that to Sam Darnold. The kid got benched.
Y'all disrespecting Sean McVay. Y'all literally just said this man on Tyler is better than Sean McVay. Stop it.
No.
They both from the same coaching tree.
They're not on the same level. Stop it.
Offensive minded, Sean McVay is a better offensive minded coach.
He's the better coach in general.
The whole game. Hey, D, is the whole game just offense or is it offense, defense, special teams?
It's both. It's all sides of the ball.
It's all 3?
Yeah.
And who's better all 3?
Minnesota.
Oh, okay. That would make you better across the board, right?
So why he ain't got no ring, man? Why he ain't got no ring?
He had Kirk Cousins, goddammit. That's why.
Who ain't got no ring? Kevin O'Connell just started coaching 3 years ago. Goddamn.
Hey, bro.
How long it take McVay when he got that team right? Best receiver in football.
He had everybody.
I
Sterling Bay had the
Cat, just to
Avengers.
his defense, McVay had probably you say the best defense in football.
He had the Avengers.
He had the best
He
defensive play.
He had Von Miller, AD,
Retired.
Odell,
Hold on, y'all talking about stealing. Hold on, y'all talking about stealing.
Come on, bro.
Hey, Von and Kirk got the same age. Von's stealing. Come on down here. I ain't gonna do that to me. Von stealing.
But in that Super Bowl,
Aaron Donald, listen, Aaron showed up. The rest of that defense ain't show up. I don't want to hear that.
Yes, they did. Von Miller did show up, bro. He had a sack and three tackles for losses. What are you talking about?
To his defense, Von Miller was a disruptor. He was a disruptor.
He was disrupting people's bank accounts. I tell you that much. Von been stealing. Von ain't been the same since he.
Is that what he doing now with Buffalo?
Listen, wherever Von go, he wins. I'm gonna put it like that.
Where Buffalo at?
He just got to Buffalo, bro. Chill.
He just said that. Hold on, he just said. Whoa. Hold up. He said everywhere Von go, he wins.
Denver and LA.
How long was that when Denver won that Super Bowl?
I don't even know. Ask Jay. He the one that beat.
What 20? Yeah, was that 2015? 2016?
What now?
Hey.
No, I said Cat said that Von Miller was still in Texas, and Rose was like, everywhere that Von Miller goes, he wins. I said, when the last time Von Miller been on the team and they just took something. They turned water to wine.
2-time Super Bowl champion.
He is.
He a 2-time.
He didn't do nothing that second Super Bowl. Don't do that, bro.
He is.
He a 2-time Super Bowl winning champion.
That man was stealing, bro.
Listen, dog. I'm gonna tell you like you tell you. Listen. The team that control the game and that get them stops when they need to is gonna win the game. And that team's gonna be the Vikings. And if nothing else, I just want to see more Cam Bynum. Because when they did the All in This together and the Parent Trap, I just want to see more of the Vikings. I want to see them celebrate. I ain't gonna lie to you.
So, Big Shame, how far you got Minnesota going in the playoffs?
Besides, hold on. What D used to say, the script? Dan Quinn already said, I'll see you in 2 weeks.
Listen, the Rams are going to show you who's the best coach, and we're gonna put some respect on Sean McVay's name next week.
I'm not disrespecting.
Nah, y'all being disrespectful. Listen,
I'm not disrespecting.
Yes, you are.
I ain't.
Sean is up there, just like how we got the quarterbacks that's up here. Sean is up here in the clouds looking at everybody else. Okay? Now, like I said, when the Vikings
got multiple. Andy up there too, right?
Yeah.
Andy got Godfather.
Andy's the Godfather. Andy's the Godfather.
No, the Godfather, Bill Belichick.
Bill is retired.
Andy is not the Godfather, but Bill Belichick the Godfather.
Listen.
You talking about rings.
Are you done? Anyway, so like I said, D, to answer your question, when the Vikings at home this week, just the Green Ripper told you.
No, they on the road.
Yeah, no, they'll be at home. You got what I said.
Yeah, he said Cancun.
Where my bag at when they and we don't be Sam Darnold. He's such a great quarterback.
They getting that hefty baton. They grabbing that hefty baton.
Listen, they like, where's Kirk at? Sam Darnold looks just like Kirk.
Sam Darnold finna show out.
Hold on. Just like how the Niners don't believe in getting a franchise quarterback.
Right.
They don't be doing the same thing. Because guess what, D?
He gonna leave
from the same tree.
Hey, D. You know what's funny? He talking all that shit about Sam Darnold. Guess who finna be the Giants quarterback next year?
Now, Sam ran from New York. You think he coming back? Sam got PTSD.
He ran from Adam Gase and the Jets.
I wonder what Adam. Shout out to Adam Gase. Hey, man, what you doing in your life?
Can we get Adam Gase on the podcast?
Yeah, shout out to Adam Gase.
We need Adam Gase on the podcast.
You find some. You may be able to find him.
Find some danger. We can get Adam Gase on here.
So the final predictions, you got the Rams taking it?
No, Vikings.
You got Minnesota. Rose, you got Minnesota?
I ain't gonna say no, man.
He done sat back. You done pissed Rose off, man. He done left.
But sure, lad, we're about to wrap on up here in about a second. But before we wrap up here, I want to get to one of the hottest off sports topics we got. We got Jello's, also known as LiAngelo Ball's song out.
Swerve in that corner. Whoa, whoa.
Hold on, you don't have to. Y'all had
hit.
Where's Roseanne? That is, y'all not finna start.
I might swerve in that corner. Whoa, whoa.
Since you hype on it, Jay, how you feeling about the song?
It's a hit. 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 Cause I might swerve and been in that corner. Whoa. As I say, you want to show. Whoa. Hey, you can't lie. That is a 2000s rap classic. It is. It's a classic. You can't lie. Like if it came out in the 2000s, bro, we'd be bumping it just like we bump 50, just like we bump T.I. and all them boys. We would bump all that same thing if it came out in the 2000s. It came out in 2025, 2024 with that time frame, and now nobody want to hear it. But it's a hit.
Rose, we were just talking about before you left.
Rose gone again.
Man, gone. But Kat, how you feel about the song?
Platypus.
No comment, bro. Shout out to Jello, bro. Shout out to Jello, bro. I ain't got no.
Rose having technical difficulties.
That's all.
But you know
That's
about
all.
There, gotta get that Wi-Fi. He done hit by. There you go. Get him by the snow effects over there.
Hey, Rose. He's frozen.
Yeah,
he's doing that. Whoa, whoa. I might swerve in that corner. Whoa, whoa.
But yeah, y'all, we got a big pack weekend ahead of us.
TikTok, we got. Hold on, D. Just because TikTok and all of the other platforms, they'll play it over and over. It's a hit, bro. You can't. It's the most streamed rap song since it came out. It's a hit, bro. Hit. It may not be a streets rap hit.
I'm with Kat, y'all. No comment. No comment.
All I gotta say, hold on, D, before we get out of here. Shout out to everyone tuning in, man. You know, we don't do it big. You already know, follow us on our social media platforms, you dig? Also, just remembering the disclaimer. Listen, lying is a skill. But capping is not.